Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Oh! Oh! Justin Herbert plays football today, Bolt fam. Justin Herbert's going to be out there today, Bolt fam. Can I get some 10s in the chat for our guy, Justin Herbert, Bolt fam? Like, please, Lord, look over our starting quarterback. All our players, obviously, but please, 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 please. 10s in the chat, dude. Oh, my goodness. Bolt fam, what's going on, man? It's time for a Chargers football game on a Saturday. I am so stoked, dude. I am so pumped to see what the Chargers starters might look like. I know some people are a little bit nervous, but it feels like this is something that winning teams tend to do, right? They tend to get these guys out there a little early, get some tread on the tires, right? Or off the tires. Get these guys a little bit more up to speed, game shape. It's time the Chargers' turn, dude. Let's get some shout-outs in the chat before we throw some underdog knowledge at you guys. We got Don Clark in here. What's going on, baby? Nightwave, Jeff Conway, K. Hen. We got JB Envy Talent, Lighthouse Keeper, Martin Tremmel, Dressage Gal. We got Daniel Fernandez, Brent Kruger, Eddie B. We got Sensational Director's Biggest Fan. What's up, baby? We got Sebastian. We got Savaho. We got Jeff Conway, Tokes. Good to see everybody in the chat, baby. It's a Chargers versus Rams kind of day, dudes. Super excited. Before we jump into all this, man, so everybody's got a chance to sign up and throw entries in or what have you, let's take a quick look here at the underdog entries that at least I'm going with today. And by the way, guys, first off, here's the entry that I'm going with. I think that the Chargers are going to see some success with Amari and Hampton in this first drive. 21 yards. It's a bit of a stretch. You're hoping for 2 drives at least with Omari and with that kind of number. But maybe, right? However, last week the Cowboys gave up a whole lot of yards to the Rams. If I put Jarquez Hunter on the lower, considering that the Chargers only gave up a handful of yards to the running back position last week to the Saints, and the Saints got some good backups, dude. Andre Miller is pretty awesome. Then I threw Cameron Dicker in there for kicks and giggles. And with mine, I actually had a token. I don't know if you guys can see that on the bottom right-hand side where it says 30% profit boost. Make sure you guys are checking this, okay? When you go to pick them at the front here, you're going to see some tokens up here. Now, I've used mine. But if you haven't used yours, you're going to see stuff like, you know, percentage boosts and double and all kinds of different stuff. Okay? Make sure you're checking here. You apply it and you throw it on there. Now, if you guys haven't played Underdog before, of course, like always, use code DIRECTOR. They're doing something pretty cool right now, actually. If you go in and throw... This is kind of why I recommend it for this in particular. Because if you notice here, if we go to live, we go to Pick'ems, I'm not doing much. I don't know if you can see behind my head. Yeah, you can right there. $5 entry. That's it. It's the preseason, dude. But nothing is for certain. We're out here having fun. And they're throwing a pretty cool promo out there right now. Everyone knew, play 5, get 50 in bonus funds. Those funds can be used throughout the season, whatever you want. Very fun times, man. So definitely take advantage of that if you're a first-timer. This is what I'm going with this week. I kind of wanted to do one more with you guys on here since we have a couple of minutes before the game starts anyway. So if we go here to NFL, let's go check out with the... Because, again, this can change, by the way. What I put down a few days ago, it might have changed by now. I have to imagine a lot of it's still there. I kind of wanted to do something addition here. What do you guys think, man? Heineke, do we go lower on the 68? Because he had a pretty hard time last time. I don't know how much of this game he plays. Maybe Trey Lance is not in for this one. He's still listed. I don't know, dude. Does Oronde Gadsden get a catch? I'm going to say, where is he? Blake Corum, does he have lower yards than he did last week? Where do they have him at right now? Blake Corum at 27.5, huh? That's pretty high. Where's Jarquez? 29.5 now? I'll think about it. Raheem Sanders, does he get more than 21.5 yards? Yeah, I don't know, man. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the under on Taylor Heineke. And I think I want to go with the rusher again. I'm thinking this time it's going to be Blake Corum. But I think we're going to go lower than 27. And do we just leave it at that and hope for a fiver? Yeah? Blake Corum lower, Taylor Heineke lower, hope for a fiver? It's kind of a weird one. I already have one that's kind of more optimistic, right, with Marion Hampton and stuff like that. This one feels a little more safe. We'll throw a fiver on that. That feels pretty good. You know, just a little something. Little cheddar. Keep the games interesting and fun. I do everything in my power to make preseason fun, man. From what you're seeing here with Underdog to my actual big league, I know you guys have heard me say this a couple of times. We use the preseason to determine our draft order. So we're all betting on all of the games. Whoever gets the most correct, right? We have to see who wins, who loses. Whoever gets the most guesses correct gets to choose their draft position. And then the next and so on and so forth. It's real fun. So it's made the preseason definitely a little bit more interesting. Definitely a little bit more fun. And that's what this is, right? When we get into the regular season and there's actual data and actual research to be done, you know, where you've got, where you're weighing out the chances of this or that, that's where I tend to go a little higher. I'm not a crazy person, right? I'm talking 25 maybe max. Every once in a while I'm feeling frosty. We'll go 5-0. But that's about it. You know what I mean? But for these, kick back, have some fun, enjoy
Let's make something
the game.
perfectly clear.
Hey!
I've been asking for years for the starters to play at least some snaps during each preseason game. Do you remember Marty Ball?
Yes,
I do,
sir.
And starters were required to play. I love it.
Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. You take a look at teams. I bet if I popped this into ChatGPT right now, he could probably give us some good numbers. But I feel like winning teams, for the most part, they play their starters. And it's, for the most part, to get everybody up to speed. That momentum is so important. I feel like, Don, momentum is maybe one of the most underappreciated and crucial aspects to almost any sport, right? It doesn't matter what you're playing. You have momentum that can swing things. And momentum doesn't just exist in a moment or in a quarter or in a game. Momentum exists throughout seasons and years, right? And to get that momentum going early, to get that engine going, right, to get that confidence going, that intensity going, I think that's why you see some teams find success, especially early in the season, which is why I'm guessing the Chargers, at least in part, are doing that this week. For one, I don't know if you guys saw, Justin Herbert asked to be out there. He says he wanted to see what the pass rush looked like. He wants some live game exposure. And that's one of the reasons why the Chargers have trusted the starters to go out there. But, of course, Jim Harbaugh is likely wanting to get this team nice and warmed up and ready to go versus the Chiefs week one. Week one, division opponent, Don. Division opponent. Those games count. Those games matter exponentially. You know what I mean? We got to be ready for the Chiefs. And not only that, foreign environment in Brazil. It's going to be an interesting one, man. Going to be interesting. $20 hollow from our guy, Don Clark. Don, thank you so much, man. Lots of good points. Give him some love in the chat. Hit the like on the super chat. I appreciate the huge support to the channel, man. Thank you so much. Truly, truly means a lot. Next up, we got this Yoshi with the 606. Says, go Superchargers. Been a fan since about 2004. Us Chargers fans have had a tough and trying history, especially not winning a championship since '63. Which it gets thrown in my face a lot that wasn't the Super Bowl era. But you know what? They were a great team back then. And we are looking at maybe one of the best teams in a while for the Chargers right now. The Chargers, they've been drafting their butts off. Feels like this is another great season for Joe Ortiz. You got a franchise quarterback. I'm going to say, man, watch out for Amari and Hampton. I really think we have something truly special in Omarion, and he may end up being one of the other faces of this franchise going forward. I think he's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in this game, which is why one of my pick'ems and underdog is going to be Omari and Hampton, because I'm hopeful. I think 21 yards, if it were a regular game, obviously. But in this one, I'm hoping that we see some flash, dude. I'm hoping we see some flash, as well as Trey Harris. Now that Trey Harris has Justin Herbert throwing him the ball, we've seen the chemistry between them in training camp so far. It'd be nice to see that in a live game environment versus the Rams, right? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Hampton's going to be legit. I'm excited. I'm excited. Sinful Hands, what's going on, baby? Good to see you. Brazil games on YouTube, free this year, too. Pretty neat. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. First game of the season. Chargers fans, you're wondering how to watch? Well, wonder no longer. It is free on YouTube, the platform that employs your good buddy director. As we're getting ready to start this game, man. Yeah, they're showing a whole bunch of the highlights of the defense last week. Dude, Eric Rogers. He's 39, right? 39's in the chat for Eric Rogers. He's on the sideline right now. He's got himself a boot on. Man had 2 interceptions, 1 returned for a pick 6. Unbelievable performance for him. I truly hope the team gives him an opportunity to play on the 53. To get on the 53. Because that was one of the most spectacular preseason outings I've seen in a while. He looks awesome. And I'm hoping that the injury doesn't derail his chances at joining the roster, man. Yeah, Caleb Murphy was insane too, dude, number 50. Hoping to see more of him. You may see, what, 5 edge players on the roster this season because of him? Pretty crazy. Anyone else's audio mixed up? You talking about audio on my stream or on the broadcast? I have to turn mine up to make sure it's looking good. Hopefully it's not my stream, because that would be weird. I don't know what to do about that. The Rams Network. Oh, man. And it is the broadcast. Well, not to get too full of myself, but turn them down and turn me up, baby. You don't want no Rams calling the game. Let the director call the game. Oh, Chargers, dude. All this Rams nonsense. It is crazy. It is crazy. And even something like last week, dude. I love Dan Fouts, okay? But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, dude. You're on the Chargers broadcast? Nice. Nice. Is it Mina? Is she one of the announcers? Is it Mina Kimes, right? Yeah, she's cool. What's going on with Becton? Okay, so to get you guys updated on some stuff, okay, we have Daniel Popper dropping some updates on us. Let me go grab that real quick and throw it on this screen so you guys can see. What is Mr. Pop up to on the sidelines? Daniel Popper. Mekhi Becton watching offensive line warm-ups, has not practiced in 3 weeks. I mean, on the bright side, he looks good. It sounds like things are good. Maybe it's more precautionary, but do we need Mekhi Becton this season? We need this guy so bad. We're hoping to see some good news from Mekhi in the coming weeks. Not suited up for today's preseason game. So this is something I suspected. Some of the maybe older veterans or established veterans or what have you might not be suiting up with the rest of the starters. Derwin James, Khalil Mack. I assumed Khalil Mack wouldn't. I was kind of hoping to see Derwin out for at least a drive. That's okay. Davis, Hart, Leonard also out. Jarrett Patterson to more reps for some of the other backup running backs like Rocket Sanders, which keep that in mind for underdog. Eric Rogers, Kyle Kennard not playing again. Becton and Rager. That is who to look for. Eric Rogers in a walking boot on the sideline during warm-ups. Then here's Herbert to Harbaugh in the pregame, dude. Let's go, man. It is time. Thank you to Daniel Popper for those sideline updates. It is time for the Chargers-Rams to kick off here in just a second, man. You might have a few minutes if you guys wanted to get in and throw a couple of entries on Underdog. This is what I'm rolling with if you guys are just joining us. I'm going with, this is my optimistic one. Okay, we got Omari and Hampton on the higher on the rushing yards. We're throwing in Cam Dicker because we needed 3 entries for this token you'll see at the bottom. And Jarquiz Hunter, who had a really good week last week. I decided to take the lower on him this week. That's what we're going to roll with the first one. And then maybe the safer one, we're going to go with Heineke and Corum. I'm going to go both lower on that one just because it's a preseason game. But like always, please Play responsibly. If you see your good buddy director on here who's sponsored by Underdog, only throwing fivers down because it's the preseason, it's probably a good clue not to go too ham on these games that really don't have a whole lot of grounding on what could actually happen. It's for fun. All right, guys? Here we go, dudes. Looks like we're getting ready to kick off. Who is receiving? It looks like the Rams are kicking it to the Chargers. Looks like we are receiving to start this game. Offense out there early, and that's going to be awesome, man. I'm so pumped, dude. Guys, get your favorite Chargers offensive football player numbers out there, man. We got Keenan Allen out there. We got Justin Herbert out there. We got Omari and Hampton. We got tight ends galore now. 83s, if you're wondering, for Tyler Conklin. We got Ladd McConkey at 15. We got Trey Harris at 9. Show me some numbers of players that you're hoping to see in this opening drive, dude. Let's go. Let's freaking go. And the Chargers touchback will be starting at the 25. Or is it the 30 now? The 30. Let's go. Oh, wait. Because of the new rule, is it the 35? I keep forgetting. Year 2, and we still don't have our eggs in a row. All right. Let's go ahead and get you guys the score here. And the updates there. And we are good to go, baby. Let's go. Ladd McConkey's out there. Here's Justin Herbert under center. I formed to start the game. There's Omari and Hampton. It's going to be a quick pass to Quentin Johnston, and it's dropped. It's a little low. It's a little low. It's a little low. It was a little low, okay? I don't know how much of that's on Quentin Johnston. Everybody calm down. Chill, 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 chill. Omari and Hampton still in at running back. In motion is going to be Conklin with QJ at the bottom of the screen. Here comes Justin Herbert. Slings it to the middle of the field. Wide open. It's Ladd McConkey. He's going to pick up 15 yards and a first down, Chargers. Yes, sir. Oh, we get to start doing the things. Lightning Lad. First down. Look at this dude work. Oh, woo-hoo. Let's go. Also, do me a favor, chat. We need to pay attention to the offensive line a little bit as well. So somebody have one eye on the offensive playmakers and one eye on the offensive line. I would like to see how this center position, which is it starting with, yes, it is. Here comes Justin Herbert. Look, he's going to air it deep. He's going all the way sideline, in and out of the hands of Quentin Johnston, who gets laid out. Ooh, hopefully QJ's okay, man. He took a big hit. Johnston's down. QJ is down. One's in the chat, man. That was a big hit on QJ. Is it helmet to helmet? It kind of looked like it from this angle. We're getting another replay. Yeah, he threw his helmet to the side of QJ. Hit him right in the back of the helmet here. Joe Alt looking fantastic at tackle, but here comes Jim Harbaugh to take a look at QJ. And they cut to commercial. If anybody has a broadcast of what they're doing on the field, let me know. But holy crap, dude. Quentin Johnston took a hit. Obviously wasn't going to catch that one, given all the traffic and then the additional crazy tackle or helmet to helmet or whatever you want to call it. And now he's down on the field. One's in the chat for Quentin Johnston. Yeah, that is messed up. Oh, man. I hope the Chargers maybe take this and learn from it and are extremely careful with who they're throwing out there right now, what plays they're calling. Maybe go a little more conservative while the starters are out. I don't know. It was good to see Justin Herbert's arm on display, but QJ really had someone like on him on that go route the entire time. Envy with the $2 hollow. That was such a cheap hit. No, not what I wanted to see. Yeah, it did not look good. Hugo, what's going on, man? Just tuned in. See QJ take a cheap shot. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the 2 there, Envy. Yeah, it's upsetting, is all I'm going to say. It's upsetting. We didn't see a flag either. But more importantly, we're waiting to see what's going on with Quentin Johnston. Took a nasty hit to the side of the head via another player's helmet. And there's an injury timeout on the field right now. One's in the chat, guys. Continue, please. One's in the chat for our guy, Quentin Johnston. We hope he's okay. That's crazy. First minute of play, we got a Charger down on the field. In a very unnecessary way, man. In a very unnecessary way. What is that man thinking? Yeah. QJ is still down on the field, guys. They have a stretcher out there right now. They're taking a look at another angle of it. Number 34, Ingle, literally headbutts him on the side of the head. Guys, one, dude. This doesn't look good. Oh, this doesn't look good. Now that they're giving us new angles, they're showing us exactly where the impact was. Showing that he actually hit his head on the way down, too. Now we're back in commercial. It gives us a closer look at just how bad that injury might be. How bad that shot was. One's in the chat for Quentin Johnston, dude. He's moving his arms? Okay. I hope the league reviews that hit. Preseason or not. What the hell? Late hit. Yeah, if you guys didn't see the broadcast, the pass, the catch was bobbled. Right? It was tipped or it was bobbled. Either way, the ball was in the air. He wasn't going to make the catch. And then here comes Ingle flying at Quentin Johnston. Helmet to helmet on the side of his head. And QJ just went down like a sack of potatoes. Boom. And did not move after that. That needs to be reviewed by the league, man. That is not okay. In a preseason game, too. We're still in commercial. They are not showing us anything additional on the field quite yet. But we're all holding our breath, hoping that QJ is okay. Man, dude. Still in commercial break. I keep holding my breath, hoping that they bring us back and then he's walking off or something has improved. But I'm just gutted. In my perspective, it looked like... Okay, he is on the cart. He's being taken off the field right now. He's awake. He got up on his own power, per the announcers. Looks like he's frustrated. He seems okay. I'm thinking we're looking at a concussion here, dude. That's got to be a concussion. He looks okay. One's in the chat for DJ, man. Or for QJ. That is so scary. We're glad to see he's okay. Justin Herbert in the offense still out on the field. Man, dude. Scary. As scary of a moment I've seen in a while. Here comes the first carry for Amari and Hampton. He's going to pick up a solid 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. Yeah, I would suspect we go a little bit more conservative. Carry with the 5. I get it's preseason, but it's still a game, and the refs need to take it seriously and call late hits. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. The fact that we didn't even get a flag on that is pretty ridiculous. I'm hoping, even if that's the case, that the league reviews it after this game and says, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Here comes 3rd and 5. Tight formation. Ladd McConkey in motion. Herbert's got the football. He's looking. He's going to go deep once again. Sideline looking. He finds his man. It's Keandre Lambert-Smith on a huge catch. KLS on the deep corner. able to beat his man and convert a huge first down for the Chargers. KLS in the chat. We do have a flag, however. There is a flag on the field. They're showing Joe Alt, man. This dude's going to be a legend. What is the penalty? What is the penalty? I'll go back and grab yours here in a second too, Reno. I didn't miss it. Here comes 1st and 10. Omarion Hampton, the running back. It's a play action. Herbert, pressure in his face. He's running. He's running. He's going to slide, and it's going to lose 5 yards, but protecting the quarterback, very important. Reno coming in with a 5 says, dang, 1. Got to pull our starters, trust Harbaugh, but don't agree with tossing our big dogs out preseason. Yeah, it's scary. It's something that we talked about in length in our preview video. Is it something that the Chargers should be practicing, or is it something that we should avoid? There's a good reason to avoid it, but Chargers going to stick with the starters in this one. Here's 2nd and 18 with Justin Herbert. We're looking at a draw. We're looking at a Justin Herbert looking. He's going to go sideline once more, looking for KLS. It's in and out of the hands. Tough catch. Great coverage. 3rd and 18 coming up. We're likely looking at a screen or draw or something. And a Cameron Dicker field goal try in just a moment. Burrell bikes the 2. Just wanted to say, missed you, my friend. Hey, Burrell. Thank you, sir. Bolt up. Missed you guys too, dude. Like I've said a few times, it feels like summer vacation. And we're all coming back to school. We're seeing our old buddies. I see these names in the chat that, you know, we're all over the place during the season. It's good to have everybody back, man. Here comes 3rd and 18. In motions, Lad McConkey. It's going to be a draw for Omarion Hampton, and Hampton breaking tackles. Oh, my goodness. Takes 4 Rams to take him down. They're just going to give him a couple extra yards there for the field goal try, but that's 2 carries for 12 yards in Omarion Hampton so far. And he's looking mean. Dude, we have something. I have been hyping this. I'm still waiting to see it, right, in a large sample size in a game. But there is a reason I was losing my mind when we drafted this guy. There's a reason why I hyped him up the entire offseason, why I chose him in several of my mock drafts, including the huge one on Bleacher Report, is because I think we have something truly special in number 8. Here comes the 32-yard field goal attempt. It is up. It is good. And the Chargers take the early lead. Wow. What an up and down roller coaster of a first possession. Not even a first quarter or a first, just a possession. That was crazy, dudes. That made my heart stop a few times there. Don Clark with the $10 holla. Great play by the cornerback. The safety needs to be tossed from the game.
Safety needs to be tossed from the game and fined. How did the refs not flag that? Can you say retaliation? The Rams better have their heads on swivels.
Absolutely. It again, regardless if they threw the flag or not, which is kind of ridiculous that they did not, the league needs to review it after the game. I don't know. I'm trying not to get like too overly offended right now in the moment, seeing as we have a game right in front of us. But it's just seeing QJ go down unnecessarily in a preseason game, given all of the different surrounding aspects of this particular week. It doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with me. Thank you, though, so much for the $10 holla, man. We're hoping QJ, number 1, is okay, and that the league takes action on this in some way, shape, or form. We don't need that. Regular season, preseason, postseason, whatever. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. Don Clark with another $10 holla. The Con Chronicles, $10 holla. Even Najee could see that was a dirty hit on QJ. Bolt up. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me. Yep. Najee, I'm sure got a good look at it. Thank you so much. The Con Chronicles. I appreciate that, man. Well, good news is that he did get up. He did walk off the field. Looks like QJ is okay. Looks like he's fine. He's probably going through concussion protocols right now, though. We can hope that he's back at practice next week. Usually it's like a week thing, right? We can hope that he's okay. Can't find it on YouTube TV. Really? Wow. It usually broadcasts on CBS, right? Like Paramount. Try Paramount Plus. If you guys haven't already tried NFL Game Pass with ExpressVPN, they're showing all the preseason games for free right now. So all you need is a VPN to get access. Again, it's on DAZN. That's where you find all the games under their Game Pass section. And Omari and Hampton. Dude, Omari and Hampton, man. Just that one run was so good. So this kick is going to go out of bounds, which is a flag, which is going to give the Rams some extra yards. Now there's some pushing and shoving on the field. Amari's like a mini Marshawn Lynch. If that run was indicative of the rest of his season, yeah, it looked a lot like Marshawn Lynch. He did not want to go down. It literally took 4 Rams to take him down after he had broken 2 or 3 tackles. Insane. But here comes the Chargers defense this time. Keep in mind, starters are out there, minus Khalil Mack, Derwin James, and a handful of others. But I see Tooley out there. I see Bud out there. Let's see if we can get to Stetson Bennett. Here comes the first throw and catch by the Rams. It's Bennett to number 6 of the Rams. Let me pull up the Rams roster real quick. It's Drake Stoops. Drake Stoops. Wide receiver out of Oklahoma. Gets the first catch by Stetson Bennett. And converts a first down. We are at the 40-yard line. 50-yard line, excuse me. Here come the Rams. In motion's 87. It's a carry. It's up the middle. It's a wide open hole. Another first down, Rams. Finally brought down by Elijah Molden and Denzel Perryman. But holy cow, 2 huge back-to-back plays by the Rams. Paramount Plus in San Diego. Okay. And you guys can also try that. I don't know. I haven't tested that out. But you can try a VPN with Paramount Plus and other stuff like that. It's crazy how many holes or how many hoops, excuse me, you have to jump through to get the game, man. I apologize. That's frustrating. Here comes the next play. It's a play action. He's going to get it off underneath to the running back. They're ready for him. And it's going to still be a first down. It was a 2nd and 1, excuse me. They're going to pick up the first down. Maybe a yard or 2 extra. It'll be 1st and 10. Rams are moving the ball. Now on the Chargers side of the field. Now this is the time. 55 months. Holy cow. They might be playing starters because they didn't get to do joint practice. That's right. That has been a replacement for starters playing in the past few years. Yep. Chargers a little banged up, did not play in the joint practice with the Rams. Now this is what we're looking at. 1st and 10, another carry. Ooh, nicely wrapped up. Who's the man on the line? Oh, big guy energy. I think that's Alohi Gilman. The blitzing safety gets in there. Blake Corum gets absolutely clobbered. It's going to be 2nd down at the Chargers' 37-yard line. Love it. Benjamin St. Just in there as well. It's a 2nd and 10. Chargers need to bend but not break here. They did a good job of it last week. Let's make sure to do it again this week with the starters in. Here comes Blake Corum once more. Corum finds a hole. He's going to pick up another 10 yards. Underdog not looking good so far, man. Not looking good. Blake Corum 10 yards. And it's a 1st and 10 Rams. Corum coached by Harbaugh, too. Yep, a Michigan Wolverine. And a lot of Chargers fans were kind of hoping for him to be on the Bolts last year. But that offensive line, dude, they're producing some space for Blake Corum to work with, and that's a little concerning. Where we got? We got Tito in there. Where's Tier Tart? Tier Tart's in there as well. Here comes the wide receiver handoff. It's going to be a pickup of 5. This time it was Smith, number 19 of the Rams, that picks up the 5 yards. Xavier Smith. And he's stopped by Benjamin St. Just. It's a 2nd and 5. Now at the 21-yard line of the Chargers. Jesse Minter trying to get his guys right. Definitely a sloppy first half. Or I should say first drive for the defense. 2nd and 5. 87 in motion. It's another carry. Corum, no, play action. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's going to hit number 19. Picks up the first down and a lot more. We're looking at a 1st and goal perhaps now. Man, dude, Stetson Bennett. I remember him giving us fits last year. He fitted in through that window between 2 defenders. There was Perryman and Henley. Man, dude, it's a good throw. Starting defense. A little scary. Here comes another run. It's going to be Blake Corum who picks up 3. It's a 1st and goal from the Chargers 2. And we got another Charger on the field. Oh, man. Is it Alohi? Alohi Gilman, a little slow to get up. Trainer's coming out to take a look at him. I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing. He may have taken a shot. I think Denzel Perryman accidentally launched himself. He was trying to get his arm into the pile, and I think Perryman accidentally gave Alohi Gilman a shot to the ribs. I think that's what I'm seeing. And now we are in commercial break waiting yet again. I think I'm ready to pull the starters, man. I don't know. The brave go the spoils, I guess. And you want these guys to get their reps, but this is not a good start on both sides of the ball, man. That's very discouraging. Player's not in shape. Yeah, I mean, the first one, obviously, Quentin Johnston, nothing he could do about that. He got clobbered in the head by a dirty hit. This one, yeah, I'm not quite sure. It feels like maybe the little lack of paying attention. Denzel Perryman, friendly fire. Now we got Alohi Gilman struggling to get up. Yeah, we were looking at the first, what, 13 minutes of play? Not even. What is it? 8 minutes of play, and it's getting a little dicey out there. Dano with the 2. Sup, Director and Chargers fam. Not a good start. Yeah, it's concerning. We need something in the chat, man. We need something. It's getting a little scary out there, dudes. First off, we didn't even say it. 32's in the chat for Alohi Gilman. I don't know how bad the injury was. It looks like he took a shot to the ribs. I have a bruise there. Hopefully that's the worst of it. But 32's in the chat for our guy Alohi Gilman, man. We need him. We need the Chargers very much so take safety very seriously. Like, that's a very important position to their team. I don't want to be missing anybody. We're back from commercial break. It'll be a 2nd and 5, right? Or 2nd and 2 or 3, I don't know. We're hoping to see Alohi. Have they cleared the field? Do they have an update for us? Okay, they said Alohi Gilman quickly got up. He's on the sideline. He's goofing off. He looks fine. It looks like he took a shot to the ribs. He's got his helmet back on. He looks okay. 2nd and goal. Watch out for Blake Corum up the middle. He loves to cannonball through there. They're at the 3-yard line. In motion's 87. It looks like Corum again. No play action over the top. It's a touchdown Rams. Textbook. Textbook play action at the goal line. And he will beat Benjamin St-Juste for the touchdown. That is not a good look for your starting defense. Not a good look for the starting defense, which is crazy. The Chargers defense have been one of the stronger aspects of the team so far. What is going on? I need a little light in here, by the way. Give me one sec. All right. That's a wake-up call? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Is Trey Lance playing? I would assume later today, yeah. He wasn't listed among the players that weren't suited up. I know that he got a finger jam or something last week, but it sounds like he'll be okay. Yeah, I need to see something that instills some confidence, man. So far, the only thing that has made me excited about the offense so far has been Keandre Lambert-Smith, amazing catch, huge first down, and Omarion Hampton. Justin Herbert with the big arm, of course, but Omarion Hampton, that run was spectacular. Even though it was only like 6 or 7 yards, it was very hard-earned. So the Rams are going to kick it back to the Chargers, and we'll have to wait and see if the starters are still out there. I see Trey Lance out on the field, by the way. He's waiting on the sideline. And the ball went out of bounds again, so the Chargers this time are going to get good field position. Good thing we have 3 more quarters. Yes. Uncle Dez, thank you, man. Yes, 3 more quarters and some change. And some change. Here come the Chargers. Looks like the offense, the starters are done. It looks like the starters, at least Justin Herbert, he's on the sideline. And it's Taylor Heineke in at quarterback. And it's going to be a carry by Kamani Vidal for a few yards. Hey, $20 holla from BC.
This is why starters need to play. They look rusty. Backups been playing and look good.
Yeah, it's a big part of it. And it's so scary because you're rolling the dice every time you put your starters out there. I think I feel like there was a sign that it was time to pull everybody. Maybe they had plans for more than one drive. But that situation was getting dicey real quick. Here's Taylor Heineke over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands. It's tipped and dropped. Almost an interception. And it's going to be a 3rd down. Oh, dude. It was Keandre Lambert-Smith, the intended receiver, I think. And he's upset with himself. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. $20 holla from BC. Thank you, dude. Thank you. This is probably why you see most championship teams, big teams in the league, throw their starters out there, because we clearly have some work to do. Clearly. Is Keandre Lambert shaken up? Yes, he is. Dude, every single drive. Oh my God. Keandre Lambert-Smith took a shot to the face. He's on his feet and he's walking off the field, but oh my God. Another helmet to helmet. For the love of God, please throw a flag. Not even because we want the yards or whatever. It's I want to keep these guys safe, dude. Heavy with the $2 holla. As is always happening to us, I don't know, but KLS is going into the locker room. Man. 3rd and 8. It's Heineke. He's looking. Pass rushes in his face. He's going to go over the middle. He hits Trey Harris for his first catch of the preseason, but it's only going to go for about 3 yards, and the Chargers got to punt it away. I don't know why Heineke... It was a good catch by Trey Harris, don't get me wrong. He had to go up and get it. Just not a lot of space for him to turn and run. And the Chargers are going to punt it. It's going to be fair caught inside the 10. Oh, man. The excitement for this game was definitely up there for me, and now I'm a little shook at how things are starting off. Somebody stop the match! Oh, man. $3 holla. And a plea to the football gods that we get something, we get some curse broken on the field right now, because it's been rough. Joey Dale with the 2. Rams are ahead hunting. Dangerous game. I'm so shocked there's been no flags for unnecessary roughness. It's unbelievable. Here comes the next carry. It's for 35. Is that Jarquez Hunter? It is. It's going to be a 7-yard gain by the Rams. 2nd and short coming up. Defense, I'll be looking for the starters, but the offense is done. Defense, yeah, I think I'm looking at the backups there too. There's Jones. Yeah, Rundy does not look good right now. Oh, just as I say that, though, man, what a play made by Jones. Or Hand, excuse me. Deshaun Hand got in there. He's been standing out in the preseason. Tackle for loss. Hunter goes backwards. And we're looking at a 3rd and 4 all of a sudden. Hey, Chase! How's your sister? With the gifted membership, Jeff Aries. Give your man Chase a big wet one on the mouth, man. You got yourself a gifted membership. Thank you so much, Chase. Big love, dude. 3rd and 4, Stetson Bennett. He's going to go over the top, tries to find a guy, gets batted down by Troy Dye. He says, not today. Troy Dye, the special teamer, makes a play on defense, and we're looking at a 4th and 4 for the Rams. 43s for Troy Dye. In the chat, man. We needed something. We needed a little momentum somewhere. It might be the first step towards that. So 4th and 4, and here comes the punt. And here's Miller Hines. He's going to cross the 30-yard line. Man, dude, I did not know if they were going to give him more opportunities to return anything. Gladly, he did not drop it. Knock on wood. It doesn't happen. Rest of the game. But the Chargers offense will come back out on the field. We'll see how much of an opportunity Taylor Heineke gets, man, because he's had a rough start to the preseason. Definitely not a good start. The Rams have a player down now. Green at number 27. Hopefully he's okay. And here come the offense, baby. Don Clark with the $10 holla.
Have no fear, director. This is exactly what the Chargers needed. This is a man's game at all times. Either step up or step aside. It's
Amen.
a reality check early, and that's what they needed.
We needed to be humbled. Here comes Taylor Heineke going over the middle. Finds number, who is that? 27. Jackson. Is that what I'm seeing? Jack Jackson, yes. Jack Jackson, the wide receiver out of Rutgers. There you go. Jack Jackson picks up a nice first down. 13 yards for Taylor Heineke. Don, thank you so much, man. $10 holla. Back to reality. What? Here come the Chargers. Offense, dude. 1st and 10. And it's a carry for Vidal. He's going to try and find something, but the Rams were all over him. It is crazy to see, though. I think this might be, again, like it was being alluded to before. Was it BC that pointed it out? That we need to get our legs under us, that the starters are looking rusty. And we need to shake that off. That's got to be gone before we play the Chiefs, dude. No shot that we beat the Chiefs looking the way we do right now. We got to get these guys up to speed. Big love, Don. Thank you so much, man. 2nd and 10. It's Heineke. He's going over the middle. Finds his man, number 39. That's Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson picks up a nice, we'll say, 9 yards or so. It's going to be 3rd and very short. So, guys out there, I'd love to see a play from Kamani Vidal. We're looking at Rondé Gadsden is out there. And it's 3rd and, 3rd and 3. I thought it was going to be like 3rd and 1. Chargers take a timeout. We're looking at, what, 3rd and 3? Where are we? Near midfield, 45-yard line. I don't know, man. This one's already getting me a little worked up. Between all the injuries and all the drama. We can just hope everyone else makes it out the other end today, man. It's been scary. I'm sure that Harbaugh saw that as a divine intervention, like, hey, time to take everybody out. It's a sign. Get everybody out. Get everybody out. Chase is coming right back with another one. It's exclusive TCG with the membership. Thank you so much, Chase. Congratulations, exclusive. What are you into? You into Pokemon? You into Magic or something else? TCG? Here's Heineke. He's going to try and take off. Heineke's going to pick up the first down. Ooh, very lucky, dude. Very lucky to get away. There was someone right on his tail. First down, Heineke. He keeps the drive alive. B Sarge, 22 months. What's up, baby? Big love, dude. They're praising Joe Alt right now, by the way, if you're wondering. The announcers absolutely love him. Of course, it was very easy to see that. His first drive looked unbelievable. Here's 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Vidal, who gets clobbered. So it looked like a quarterback option, and absolutely nobody on Heineke's side. But he handed the football off, and Kamani Vidal got clobbered. To be fair, the run blocking needs to be much better, dude. Here's Heineke. He's going to take off again. Heineke's going to grab some more rushing yards this game. Picks up the first down and then some. He's saying, hey, man, it's not just Trey Lance. I got some wheels, too. That's 14 yards. Big run by Heineke. Good on Heineke, keeping the game going, keeping the drive alive. First down. Now we're at the 44-yard line of the Rams. Another injury, by the way, by the Rams on the sideline. Man, what is going on? What's in the water? Hopefully he's all right. I think it's number 54. Chris Paul Jr. 5th round pick from Ole Miss. Linebacker for the Rams is down. Ew, looks like a non-contact injury, too. That's... Yikes. He's up and he's walking off the field, but yeah, that's... Hopefully he's okay. So Heineke now inside the 30 of the Rams. Would love to see a touchdown here. We need to see... I want to see the tight ends get involved, dude. Taylor Heineke having himself a bit of a redemption game today. Maybe this is what we're going to see out of the starters next week, because I would assume that the starters will be out there in some capacity next week. Most teams put their starters out, even in a little bit, in the final week of preseason. But Heineke last week looked rusty, overthrowing, looked nasty, didn't look great. This week, I mean, be it a lot of it on the ground so far, nothing wrong with that. He's looking a lot better. Hopefully we see a bounce back from the offense, too. The real Elliott. $10 holla. I'm going to chalk up our first string defense. Get spanked by the Rams second string. Up to lack of effort. If not, it was embarrassing scary for our future. You got to assume, yeah, they're playing at 50% or so. But also, like Don was saying, it's really good to get him out there and remind him that this is professional NFL football. Here comes 1st and 10.
Unfortunately,
Heineke.
just subscribe
over
to
the middle,
Paramount
finds
Plus and
his
couldn't get
man.
this game. Just feeling
It's
like
Rocket
donating
Sanders.
to the director this time again for a shout out. Go Superchargers. High voltage sign emoji.
He'll pick up
high
8
voltage
yards.
sign emoji. Also supporting as a bolt. High voltage sign emoji. High voltage sign.
Hey, big love, Yoshi. We'll circle back around to it, man. But real Elliott, I do, yes, want to reiterate. The Chargers, like I think Don was saying, they needed a wake-up call here. And I think, yeah, a lot of it's going to be rust. They're going to find some more success, hopefully, next week when they're a little bit more ready for what the actual game, the pace of the game feels like. But, yeah, we're hoping for that being the case. Yoshi with the 16-23. Unfortunately, just subscribed to Paramount Plus and couldn't get this game. Just feeling like donating the director this time for a shout-out. Go Superchargers! Let's go, baby. I'll do my best to keep y'all updated. That might be blacked out or otherwise. I appreciate the shout-out, the support. Thank you so much. Yoshi! Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hugo says, yes, KLS is back. Good. After that nasty hit to the face, too, man, I'm hoping to see a little Quentin Johnston on the sideline, too. Just make sure everybody's okay. No need for people to be getting worked up in this game. Putts and bolts. $5 holla. What round pick do you need to trade, Lance? He's a better backup so far. Could probably get a better return than Heineke. Yeah, what did we trade for Heineke when we grabbed him? Let's see. Chargers trade Heineke. Let me take a look at this real quick, because I think we traded something like a 5th or a 4th, right? It's at least that, and it'll probably be better. Oh, no, never mind. Taylor Heineke is a trade with Falcons in exchange for a 7th round pick that converts to a 6th should he meet specific conditions. Okay, so it was the back end of the draft trade. I would say for... It's got to be better than that. I would say for Trey Lance, you're talking at least a 5th or a 4th, you know? And at this point, I don't know if I want to do that. Trey Lance has been awesome, you know? Heineke might be available for trade too, but it feels like that's kind of the direction we're going, though, doesn't it? The Chargers may have themselves a trade in the future, considering their backups have been performing pretty good. Heineke a little bit more this week than last week, right? Trade Heineke, it could happen. I know the Titans were looking for a backup. Hey guys, big love to the mods in this channel, man. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. It's been aggressive this season, hasn't it? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I see it. So a 2nd and 2 for the Chargers, but there's a flag and a false start. 2nd and 7 coming up. Oh, man. Shout out to DAZN commercial for making me miss the only Charger play where player didn't get murdered. Love your work. Saving my ears from the Rams audio. Hey! I'm glad the zone's working for you, man. I'm glad that's all working for you, dude. I was so worried. I was like, oh, man. One day this awesome thing will be gone, but right now it feels like everybody who knows. We're getting in, dude. 2nd and 7. It's a carry, no play action. Heineke on the bootleg throws across his body to the middle of the field. I think that's Aronde Gadsden. Yes, it is. Great catch and run by Gadsden, who's going to pick up a nice first down and makes himself available for his quarterback, more importantly. I got to take a look back at this. It looked like he was initially... He was on that option on the chip block, right? Then he gets free and finds himself open for the quarterback and picks up the first. Let's go, OG. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Joel with the $2 holla just bought tickets to the Dallas game. Let's go, dude. Bolt up. 1st and 10. It's a handoff. It's Kamani Vidal kind of fighting his way forward. Picks up 3 or 4. And it's going to be a 2nd down, a pickup of around 5, we'll say. 4 or 5. Dallas is whooping the Ravens? Really? Keep an eye out there for some more of the rookies. Do we see KLS out there? Is 84 out there? We're also looking... Yeah, 84 is out there. KLS back on the field. I'm looking at Trey Harris as well at the top of the screen. Here comes another carry. It's going to be Kamani Vidal running hard, but man, the Rams were ready for him. They'll be 3rd and medium. We'll say 3rd and 4. But KLS is back out there. We need something from Trey Harris, man. He did make a good catch in the last drive, passed by Heineke, but dude, I need to see him in the red zone. Yeah, Vidal really is running hard. The Rams' defense is good, though, dude. They're tough to run through. They're disciplined. 3rd and 3. I think we got another false start. Yeah, false start, Chargers. Dang it. Dang, dude. Hey, Chase is back at it again. It's CC Sick with the gifted membership. I think Chase likes wet kisses, man. Keep them coming, dude. Give Chase a smuckaroo. Chase, thank you, my man. I appreciate that, dude. Yo, mama. Here comes 3rd and 8. Well, grab dressage gal. Thank you. 3rd and 8 for the Chargers. Heineke looking. Pass rush gets in. He's down. Rips the helmet off of Tyler Heineke.
High voltage sign emoji. High voltage sign emoji.
Tore his helmet off, and here comes the field goal unit once more. Hey, dressage gal with the $10 holla. Director, thank you for the eyes and ears today. Reporting in. Absolutely welcome, man. Madam, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. I couldn't believe people would show up, man, when we decided to start doing this. It was your guys' idea, too. Director, why don't you call the games? At least hang out while the game's going on. Man, it's been so much fun. Thank you guys, not only for the support, Dressage Gal, Don, everybody. I really appreciate all the super chats. Y'all have been crazy supportive since I started this. But for everybody for showing up, man. Means a lot. Honored to be here. I thank you so much. Thank you again, Dressage Gal. That's awesome. Hit me in the feel goods. So we have, by the way, I didn't hit the button. We've got 6 points on the board right now. Let's get the defense back out there and see a little bit more anything from the defense in this drive. Still 12 minutes left to play in the first half. Wow, dudes. This is the first time in a while where I felt like I hope the Chargers, or I hope the game ends sooner than later. First time in a while. I mean, I'm hoping to see more from the backups and stuff. We're glad to see that the starters are done for the day, but it's been a tough one, man. It's been a tough go of it this week. Put some money on Dicker. Yeah. Yeah. I thought about that one, too. Cam Dicker on the underdog would have been nice. So our for fun entry on underdog, if we want to take, we're in the commercial break right now, by the way. Our for fun entry on underdog, I know that that's not going to hit. We don't have Amari and Hampton out for more than one drive, which was definitely, you know, something that we thought could happen. So we'll say this one's probably done. But the safer one, Heineke lower than 68, Corum lower than 22. Those are both holding on by a thread. This is why we go in on the preseason, just with a little tiny. You're just hoping to have a little fun with it. You guys let me know if anybody else hits, man. If anybody else had a feeling they grabbed themselves some Cameron Dicker. They grabbed themselves some maybe even Heineke on the high. You never know. As we wait for commercial break to conclude, so we can get back to our Chargers, who have a 1st and 10. Or should say Chargers defense looking at a first down or kick it away. I don't know where we are right now, man. Here comes here comes the Chargers defense. We'd be worried about what we saw from the starters today? A little bit. I don't know if worried is the right word. I think we should be on alerted. I don't know. I feel like that we need to find some consistency for them over the next couple of weeks, because it feels like right now if I were to take this team up versus the Chiefs, I'm not feeling great about it. They need more reps. So the Rams returned it to the 40, but there was holding. That's going to be called back, and I don't know where they're starting, but it won't be at the 40. They're talking to Khalil Mack right now. Feel like we would run more if it in regular games? Yeah. Rams are starting at the 18-yard line, by the way. Here come the Rams. Chargers defense needs some redemption this drive, man. Stetson Bennett's been throwing all over us. Here comes another carry by number 35. I think that's Hunter, who's going to pick up a small handful of yards. It'll be a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. And Khalil Mack out here showing us why he's the man. 2nd and 5. It's an underneath pass. He's going to hit somebody who got body slammed is all I'm going to say. Troy Dye's out here body slamming people. Oh, man. Dude's face is in the dirt. I still think it was a first down, but holy cow, Troy. You could hear this one's for QJ. As that man met the devil, whoever lives. He met the Gophers. Here comes 1st and 10. Rams in motion, the tight end. It's a handoff up the middle. Chargers trying to get him down. Man, still a 5-yard gain. Was it Hunter once more? Yes, it was. Nice hard run by Hunter up the middle. Who's in that squishy line right now, man? Second and 6, Rams. Lots of motion every play. Here comes the play action. Bootleg by the quarterback. Pressure in his face. Morris Brash able to force him out of bounds or pressure him out of bounds. It'll be third down Rams. Nobody open. Morris Brash. Nice move on the edge. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up for the Rams. Chargers defense, once again, looking for redemption. I feel like we're on a good pace here. Need a Murphy sack? Yeah, we need a Murphy sack every week. Let's keep the trend going. 2 last week. Let's get 1 this week, baby. 3rd and 7. Stetson Bennett fires over the middle. Wide open. Oh, first down Rams at midfield. It's number 6. That Stoops. Almost got it. Stoops picks up the first down for the Rams. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Yikes. We need you, Murph. We need Murphy. Who was out there in coverage, by the way. He's one of the ones that got the tackle on Stoops. We need R.J. Mickens. We need the DBs. We need help. Here's Stetson Bennett. He's going to fire deep over the middle of the field, and it's caught. Oh, Lord. That's going to be, what, a 20, 25-yard bomb? Xavier Smith comes down with it. It was the Rams splitting the safeties. And who was in coverage over the middle? I think it was Troy Dye. Good decision by the quarterback. 1st and 10. Yeesh. Here comes the carry up the middle. It's going to be Hunter. He breaks a tackle. He's loose. He's going to pick up 10 yards. Shoestring saves that from being a touchdown. Oh, boy. I think what we need right now, let's get a stop. I think we need to get Trey Lance out there. It felt like the game was this way last week. It was tough start. Things changed once he got out there. Here comes the run up the middle once more. It's Hunter who picks up maybe a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd and long coming up. It's preseason, yeah. It's preseason. We're here to evaluate. It's been a tough start so far, man. I think the injuries threw a lot of us off. They went full Belichick. Spygate in the preseason. That'd be Looney Tunes. We definitely need Lance. Yeah, I'd like to see Lance out there. Although, you know, Heineke, in his credit, he's been doing fine. He's been doing good. 2nd and 8. It's a screen to the wide receiver. He's going to get tackled after a pickup of about 4. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. 3rd and medium. And I would love to see this team get off the field, man. This game feels a little different. We're hoping to see the pace, you know, pick up a little bit. It feels a little slow out there today. Team needs a little giddy up. Third and 4. Motioning tight end. Up the middle is Hunter, who breaks several tackles. It's going to be a 1st down Rams. It's not a touchdown yet, but it's starting to feel like we're getting there. 3rd and 4 from the 3 or 4 yard line. Anyone else's broadcasts just freeze. We're back. I was like, uh-oh. Lots of motion by the offense of the Rams. Great blocking, too, dude. Rams have been exceptional today in their run blocking. 1st and goal, Rams. Jarquez Hunter still in at running back. And it's going to be a carry up the middle. It's a no gain, no gain. Junior Colson, a couple of tackles here. 2nd and goal. We're looking for that fumble, please. Have you seen the gif of Harbaugh peeking through the tent? Yes, I have. The foreground. Yeah, it's so funny, dude. That's such a Harbaugh gif, my man. So far, Junior Colson looking okay this game. We need a little more of that. Caleb Murphy trying to get off the edge. Here comes the play action. Quarterback's running. It's Morris Brash. Pressures him out of bounds once more. Morris Brash. Keeping the quarterback in front of him. Nice play. It'll be 3rd and 3. Just 3rd and goal from the 3. Nice move by Morris Brash. 57's in the chat. Good play. Third and goal. Stetson Bennett. Watch out for the play action. That's how they got us last time. It's a run up the middle, and it's nicely handled by the Chargers defensive line. It was Nico Reed came in from the cornerback. Who was in the middle there? I think that was Justin Aboigbe. Let me take another look at it. It looked like Aboigbe, Morris Brash, then Nico Reed got in there for a little chip too. Nice. Nice defense. Nice. Let's see what the Rams decide to do. It's preseason, so they may want to see a little sample work of their 4th goal plays in action. 4th and goal. Can we get a stop here, man? This would be huge. Come on, Chargers. Don't go off sides now. Here comes Bennett over the middle and dropped. Nicely defended by Unk. It's Tony Jefferson who denies the touchdown and turns the ball over. The Chargers offense will come back out onto the field. Almost intercepted by number 23, Tony Jefferson. Let's see some 23s in the chat for Unk. He did it, baby. And that's great, man. Keeps the Chargers within 1 score. But we got to see the Chargers find some space here, dude. Last week, I don't know if you guys remember, especially in the first half versus the Saints, lots of drives starting inside the 15 or even the 10. Chargers, a lot of the times, stalled out in those situations. I want to see these long fields handled a little bit better in this particular drive. I would like to see that. That's Unk Jefferson. 23 must be on the 53 roster. I would imagine so. From what we've seen so far, he's been the guy. He's been, what do you want to call it? Backup safety, backup strong safety. Elijah Molden and Lohi Gilman have been sharing up responsibilities at free safety. And then you have these backups moving in whenever guys are rotated. Elijah Molden, etc. Or I should say RJ Mickens. Dude, Steven Haglin brought up such a good point on Twitter yesterday, man. He was talking about how the NFL has expanded. The games are likely going to go to 18 at any day now. We have got to up this roster limit. Like, you got to put in more than 53 players. It is so tough keeping a team out there on the field with 53 slots open and only, 48 active on game day. We gotta up the size of the teams. Terrible broadcast from the Rams. I'm here to help. I'm here to fix it. Hopefully. Been a weird game so far, man. My juju's been thrown off a lot early, very early today. Scary moments to start things off, and things are smoothing out now. Heineke's starting to really show us why he's a good backup quarterback. And honestly, that's good news. I know there's a lot of Trey Lance truthers out there, myself included. I've had a lot of fun watching him this season. But that's only good news for us, having 2 good players, possibly one for trade, maybe another one, in terms of a deeper quarterback position for later in the season. Whatever the case may be, more is not worse there. Here comes 1st and 10. I formation for the Chargers inside the 5. It's Heineke. He's going to hand it off to Rocket, who's going to round the edge. Rocket Sanders breaks 2 tackles, spins a man out, and picks up the 1st down, and there's the room we needed. Rocket Sanders, dude. Unbelievable jump cut to the outside. He's able to, another tiny little fake juke. Breaks a man's ankles. Holy cow, Rocket. Are you kidding me? What a freaking run, dude. 1st and 10 Chargers after the Rocket Sanders first down. Kamani Vidal in at running back. It will be a carry by Vidal. Vidal finds a hole, picks up a solid 4. It'll be 2nd and medium coming up. Kamani Vidal, Rocket Sanders. Are we seeing a competition here at running back? I don't know. Vidal's also been so good in the preseason so far, man. But Rocket, every opportunity I've seen has been unbelievable. He's been unbelievable. Second and 6, I formation. It's a play action. Heineke to the sideline. It's incomplete. Way too high for Trey Harris. Way too high. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. Take another look at this. It was Trey Harris on the corner route. Really good coverage, but on top of that, he threw it like 15 feet in the air. Yellow jerseys have to go. It's Pegasus. What's up, dude? At first, I was like, well, that's random. Hey, Pegasus. Use the heart of the cards, Pegasus. Thank you so much, Pegasus, for the $2 holla. Big love, dude. Don't worry. You can close your eyes in the Colts broadcast. Here comes a nice ball by Taylor Heineke and a great catch by Trey Harris. Oh, we needed to see that. I needed to see that. Trey Harris, middle of the field. Nice little in route by Trey Harris. He's going to pick up the first down. Nice ball by Heineke, too, man. Oh, and that's going to be followed up by another flyer by Heineke. He was trying to hit Trey Harris again, but again, it was like way, way too high.
Trade Najee Harris and add Rocket to the 53?
I don't know if we trade Najee. I mean, you could think about it. There's too many question marks now, man. I don't know if anyone's going to be as comfortable with the situation and with the eye and all that stuff as the Chargers are, because we have, of course, a deeper understanding of what's going on with him medically. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to give up on Najee Harris. On paper, it's such a great combo, him and Omari and Hampton. We just don't know he's going to be ready. But Rocket, talk about a crazy, steal of an undrafted free agent. Here comes the draw. Amani Vidal lost a yard here. Offensive line did not block anybody. And it's going to be a 3rd and long all of a sudden. Man, we lost 3 yards? 4 yards? Oh, Lord. 2-minute warning. And the Chargers are at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line, with 2 minutes left. Not Vidal's best game. And I get why that, brings up some questions. Vidal, who has been great to start the preseason, having a bad day. Rocket Sanders having a good day. That's what these reps are for. All of this is going to be reviewed. All of this film is going to be gone over with the coaches, and they're going to figure out what they want to do with that roster. The offensive line certainly not helping in this situation. That's why Rocket has been so good, because the offensive line, it feels like they collapse, but he's able to hit such a wide juke. Like he hits this jump, this sideways jump that clears 3 linemen, and then he hits the edge. That's special. Like, that's cool. That one cut is deadly. And we've seen it now on display twice with limited carries. We've seen it twice. And in both times have been equally as impressive. One of them was a touchdown last week. I'm very impressed with Rocket Sanders, dude. Very impressive.
Might as well. Harris no use to us with that injured eye.
$10 hub from Pork Chop. I mean, you're not wrong. We don't know what the situation is. At first, it sounded like he was going to be back for the first week, and now we're kind of hearing maybe that's not going to be the case. I don't know. If another team is interested and they see the value in Najee Harris and their backfield has question marks, I suppose, but again, it would be very complicated given that it's not like an NFL injury, it's an off-the-field injury, and eye injuries in particular are so hard to gauge because of how sensitive everything is up there. The blood vessels, the cornea, everything it's very red flaggy, right? You really don't know what you're going to get. Like, you got to be with the team doctor. You got to have all the reports and everything to really have an understanding what's going on with that. But I mean, Who knows? I'm just rooting for him to come back and play. You know what I mean? Because, again, the lightning and the thunder between him and Amari and Hampton, that would sustain football games. That would close out football games, too. Sustain drives, close out games, which we're kind of all hoping for. But you never know. I don't know what we would get for Najee either. I wouldn't imagine more than a 4th or 5th rounder at this point. Maybe even less considering the eye thing. So at that point, given what we're paying him, you know, it's like a $5 million contract, something really cheap. Given, you know, the level of talent, if he were to get back on the field, maybe the gamble is better taken just seeing if he can come back on the field. But that doesn't mean we can't have Rocket out there in some capacity either, by the way. I think the Chargers, they know what they have in him. They were excited when they got him. He's been producing. He's been looking great. I still think you see a little bit of Rocket this season. His potential to be a long-time backup is so cool for this team, too. He's such a perfect backup for Amari and Hampton in the long term, dude. Him and Amari, they're looking real similar in some ways. Joel, coming back with the 2, says, what big name do you see getting cut from the 53? That is a tough question. That is a tough question. Let me think about it. 3rd and 11. Heineke needs a big conversion here. Rams playing close to the line. They're sending 4 offensive line. Can they hold? It's Heineke to the middle of the field. It's too high for Keandre Lambert. Man, dude, Heineke, he's had some success in these last few drives, but he's just sailing these balls. I think at one point he's too afraid to throw an interception, but that deep post, who was the middle receiver? It was 39. Is that Campbell? Campbell had or it was Jalen Johnson had a guy beat on a deep post. That would have been a good shot to take there too. Here comes the punt by the Chargers. Rams will return it from the 12. Keandre Lambert able to get a hand on the cleat. He's down. And the Rams will start from inside the 15. Lambert, dude, such a good draft pick. It's like 84's in the chat, man. Special teams, deep target, whatever. Man's been awesome. Man has been awesome. A tough cut. Big name cut. That one is so tough for me, man. I maybe what's considered a big name? Because Hassan Haskins maybe would be very surprising to me, considering he's such a good special teamer. At this point, I don't know. I don't want to cut anybody. I don't want to cut anybody. What about like Denzel? But Denzel has been so good too. Like the linebackers look fine. That's a tough question. I don't know how to answer that one. You got me. You got me. I have no idea. I was like Alohi Gilman, maybe because that position's pretty deep, but he's been awesome. Like, there's no reason to. That's going to be a video in its own, too. We got that video coming up soon. This shocking trades and cuts and all sorts of things with the Chargers roster to get down to 53. That'll be coming out here shortly as cut week is coming up, man. It's coming up fast. Pork chop. Oh, you want some cut? You'll get yourself some Rocket. I think that Rocket Sanders has really played himself onto a permanent position with the team in some capacity. He's too good to let be risked on the practice squad. I would not let him within 100 yards of the practice squad, man. I don't want to see that happen. If he gets poached, that'd be such a huge slip up by the Chargers. Mike Gee with the 5 poor run defense. Can't run well. Reminds me of the Staley team. We gotta tighten these things up, man. The offensive line has been a little killer today. I'll be honest. It's not been great. Some of the biggest plays we've seen from the running backs today have been despite the offensive line, which is definitely not encouraging. If you think about it, yeah, Marion Hampton on that nice run had to break like 3 or 4 tackles. Rocket Sanders had to juke the whole defensive line to get around to the edge. Crazy. Johnny Tran, what's up, baby? Welcome to the crew. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, right? Najee, I mean, I think you're right. As much as I want to see it happen, as much as I'm rooting for it, I think Najee is probably the most likely big cut because of the eye thing. And I think that's it. The eye thing in conjunction with Rocket Sanders being so good, I think you guys are right. I think that would be the most shocking, but I don't want it to happen. I want to see that experiment work out. 1st and 10, it's an underneath pass by Stetton Bennett. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 to number 83 of the Rams. I'm going to guess that's a tight end. No number by the Rams listed. Nico Reed on the defense there. Nice. It's Mark Redmond, by the way. Mark Redmond. Oh, that's because they split their undrafted free agents with the rest of the active roster. That's hilarious. We're reviewing this last play to see if he ever got control of the football. Russ buckets with the $2 holla. KLS should start over QJ and Trey. I know there's a lot of people super excited about that, and I think they're going to see plenty of opportunity. I don't know if being necessarily what we're hoping for, right? Like wide receiver 3 or 4, something that keeps them on the field a lot. I don't think in this offense that label matters as much because Keandre Lambert-Smith has a specific skill set that the Chargers will call upon throughout the season, and that's the ability to get open deep. His deep receiving grade was off the charts last year with Auburn. And so technically I don't think he's going to be wide receiver 4 or 3 or even 4, but I do think you're going to see a good amount of him because he's probably our best deep receiving threat on the roster right now. Steve Simmons with the 2. I'd be okay with QJ and Bud for Micah. Are you talking about Micah Parsons? Yeah. I'm still in on Micah Parsons, for the record. I would give up some picks. I would give up some money. Here comes 2nd and 7. It's Bennett. Ball start, and the Rams are moving back. Second and 12. You're looking at a 2nd and 12 now. Chargers defense with an opportunity to get off the football field here. Maybe start burning some timeouts. Stetson looking sideline comeback route. Incomplete. Nico Reed. In coverage. It'll be 3rd and 12. Nico's been so good too, dude. Go Ducks. And on the 3rd and 12, that incompletion stops the clock. Yes, only 1:35 left on the clock, but I'd like to see some 2-minute offense drills out there, dude. 3rd and 12. In motion's 81. Watch the deep middle. That's where they like to go. And it's a draw. And it's Jarquez Hunter who picks up a solid, I'm going to say, 7-8 yards. But it's still a 4th down deep in their own territory. They're going to punt. Chargers should call a timeout. Yes, they do. It's 1:29 left in the quarter and the half. And the Chargers, with a half-decent return, have a shot at 3 at the very minimum here. The time to put in Trey Lance. I would let, at this point, with the way the Chargers have been rolling, I would let Heineke finish the half and let Lance play the entirety of the second half. Maybe throw a few, like a drive or something to DJU at the end. But it's good to see Heineke out there because if the Chargers do have leverage to trade somebody, Heineke and Lance could both be options. So you want to give teams a modern look at both of these guys. If anyone's willing to give up some draft capital. I don't know how the quarterback position in particular works in terms of, other teams poaching. Our practice squad. I know there's a rule with the emergency QB3 or whatever. But I would try and shop one just because if there's a risk of them getting poached anyway, you might as well try and get something. Keandre Lambert-Smith's going to try and return this one. He's only going to get about a yard or 2. Nice coverage there by the Rams. You got a minute 16 and a timeout if you're the Chargers to go out there and hopefully at least get in field goal range. KLS can do everything. Yeah, dude, he's looking awesome. Not a great return by KLS in that play, but he's been everywhere. Now, if he can improve some special teams returning to his game as well, I think we're looking at something truly special here. They're showing off the Chargers' new uniforms, by the way. Outer blue pants look so sick. Yellow jerseys are fine. Okay, unless you ask Pegasus. Oh, Heineke held on too long. He's going to throw it on the very last second. It's Johnson in the hands. Oh, and Heineke is down. I think he's okay. They're going to bring him up. Yeah, okay. Holy cow, that was scary. I was like, please, no more. No more. Not like this. Heineke's shaking up a little bit. He held on to it as long as he could. Side arms it. And the defender, dude, I think that's a little too much mustard. You body slam a quarterback, you're going to get a penalty most of the time. Trey Lance now in at quarterback. Lance, he's going to sling it to the sideline. Beautiful throw and catch. Oh, it's Trey Harris. Finally. Dude, Trey. I'm so sorry to Heineke. He got hurt, and that's the only reason Trey's out there at the second, but holy difference in arm. Trey Lance looking on the run, going to show off the legs. Oh, Trey Lance picks up the first. Maybe you burn the timeout here. I don't know. Big run by the quarterback. Offense is on the move. We are now in Rams territory. I do think the Chargers just called the timeout here. Dude, Trey Lance... yeah, reading the field, there was absolutely nobody open. He takes off, and that is why Trey Lance has been the talk of the town in terms of QB2 for the Chargers. He's looked spectacular, dude. He's looked so good. Trey Lance in at quarterback. Hopefully Heineke's okay. 4's in the chat, dude. He looked okay. He looked a little shaken up. Hopefully he's fine. But, man, just what a difference. Like, his first throw to Trey Harris. Fan-freaking-tastic. Here comes Trey Lance in the offense. It's Nyheim Hines in at running back. The exceptional blocker. KLS at the bottom of the screen. Does he look that way? I think he is. KLS, he might have beat his man. Ooh, oh, did he catch that? He caught it. Oh, Condre Lambert-Smith on the bomb. 38 yards and the Chargers are up at the goal line. Oh! Get to the line. Snap the ball. Don't let them look at it. There was some PI on that play, too, and KLS still came down with it. I think it's still good, dude. They didn't call the PI. Of course they didn't. But I still think KLS caught it. It was right up against the sideline. Number 33, he had his hands all up in everything of Condre Lambert-Smith before the ball arrived. And KLS, we have something in KLS, dude. That is an unbelievable catch through a penalty as well. Oh my God. And obviously they didn't throw the flag, but there was some very obvious PI happening by Lampkin. They're saying 1st and goal. Does that hold up? I think the Chargers are lining up 1st and goal in the 5. Oh my goodness, dude. 84's in the chat. Keandre Lambert-Smith is something nuts. Can I hear some War Eagles in the chat, please? The kid out of Auburn is really putting on a show in the preseason. War Eagle, baby. Trey Lance looking, fires underneath. It's Gadsden who's going to drop it, and there is a flag at the same time. Oh. Reminds me so much of Antonio Brown in some ways, yeah. What's the flag? King deload the 2. That's my QB too. Trey Lance looking good. Illegal shift by the offense. What's the penalty on that one? Is it 10 or is it 5? It's 5, right? That's going to push us back around the 12. Tara with the 55. Seeing what KLS is doing with Lance and Heineke makes me so excited to see what he can do with Justin. Oh my, yeah, we saw the one deep corner from Justin. It was beautiful. KLS has to make the 53. Yes, absolutely. What a freaking steal, man. Here comes Trey Lance, a little high for the running back. May have been just throwing it away there, too. It's a 2nd and goal. Needs to stop the clock. Chargers need to draw something up for the tight ends and Trey Harris. See if he can start throwing this ball into the end zone. I like seeing Naheem Hines escape to the outside underneath, but I think he's better served as a blocker in this situation. He looked fantastic as a blocker last week from the running back position. Let's get those big guys an opportunity in the end zone. There's Naheem Hines, the blocker. Here's the opportunity. End zone, looking for KLS. It was a little too far. And it's going to be incomplete, 3rd and goal. But these are the shots you want to take. KLS, more PI by 33. That doesn't get called. Third and goal, Chargers. At very minimum, 3 points and the lead. It's Trey Lance. He's going to go, whoa, zips it into the middle of the field. OG took a shot. He looks okay, bounces back up to his feet. What a ball by Trey Lance. That thing was a freaking lightning out of a cannon. Pow! Oh, dude. What a throw by Trey Lance, too. I mean, it was definitely a tough catch. He took a huge hit. OG took a huge hit in the middle of the field. Luckily, he's okay. Here comes a 31-yard. Dude, that throw was unreal. And, of course, it is good. We're going to take a 9-7 lead just before half. Chargers are kicking it away at half. But there are 16 seconds left to work through before getting into the locker room. Holy cow, no flags, right? Like, holy cow. By the way, shout out 1,400 people in the chat right now. Are you kidding me? For a preseason game, you Chargers fans are crazy. You Chargers fans are nuts. Thank you, everybody, so much for showing up, showing support. Absolutely awesome. And so far, dude, all I can say is that if there's been one constant throughout the preseason, it's that the moment that Trey Lance steps onto the field, the offense feels so different, right? And of course, that excludes Justin Herbert. He's the best, one of the very best in the league, so he's going to be just fine. But in terms of the backup position, wow. That is, it's consistent too, which is very exciting. Now I've got to wonder if DJU's going to get some work in the second half. Here comes the return by the Rams. They're going to pick up a few. It's going to be a start from the 21 and 11 seconds left. You likely see a few runs and go into the locker room. Yeah, I'm not going to... I mean, honestly, what can you say? Like, you've seen so many examples of the Rams throwing some tackles out there that are ill-advised no matter what the situation. So what is going on? There's been plenty of it. PI has been kind of all over the place, too. Yeah, the officiating in this game sucks. Chargers are looking, I would say, a lot better now, which is concerning because the starters were out there for the first 2 drives. Or I should say the first drive on each side. I don't know, man. I don't know. Lance is a keeper. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because you got to think about it in the long term a little bit too. If it were up to me, I'm keeping Lance, and I would try and pay him and keep him on the roster for a while. I mean, how old is he too? Trey Lance has got to be in his mid-20s at this point, right? Trey Lance age 25, literally mid-20s, 25 years old. Let's get him a contract for a few years. We got a permanent QB2 on the roster. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I'm sitting with it. However, I'm gonna go ahead and say too, there's some trade bait going on here. You know, you got yourself Taylor Heineke who could be traded. You got Trey Lance who could be traded, and depending on what the return could be, it could be either quarterback. 25 years old, man. That is shocking. That is, you got a lot of years to be a good backup. And you know, honestly, I think he's played his way into the view of a lot of teams as a potential starter even. You know, he's a first-round pick. There's reasons for that. That's crazy. Younger than Bo Nix. That is absolutely nuts. All right, dudes. Premium Skull at the 2. Yo, director. How's Q on the hit? Love the stream. Hey, we haven't heard anything yet. Of course, if you guys missed the first quarter, QJ Quentin Johnston got hit pretty good in the helmet. Helmet to helmet, no flag. And it knocked him out pretty good. We're guessing it's a concussion. We haven't heard anything official yet. But the good news is that he got up under his own power, got on the cart, and was being looked at. He looked okay, so take that for what you will. We're hoping he's fine. But the Chargers had a whole lot of scares today, which is, you know, it's part of the game. We're all trying to figure out, you know, the pacing and get everybody ready for the Chiefs in week 1. But holy cow, it was a lot today. It was a lot. Yeah, Lohi, Gilman. There's a lot of people too. Well, guys, we're going to Don Clark real quick, too. $10 holla. Rams are a bunch of punks taking cheap shots. Hard-nosed football is one thing. Being a
Rams are a bunch of punks taking cheap shots. Hard-nosed football is one thing. Being a bunch of punks is another. I hope Jim goes over a cracks Sean McVay in the draw.
What's your deal? What's your deal? Bam! Right in the kisser. I don't know, man. I'm sure there's going to be some words. I'm sure there's going to be some, again, like I was saying before, that hit on QJ in particular needs to be looked at by the league. Like, just keep these guys safe, you know? It can't happen, especially in a preseason game. Come on, man. Please. Hey, Don with the $10 holla. He's ready to throw hands. He wants to see these guys brought to justice, etc., etc. We're going to jump at a break here real quick, man. I got to stretch my legs. I got to get the blood flowing back to my brain. You know, let's get back into the second half, man. We're going to take a quick break. Word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Don't go anywhere. We're going to break down the first half for you guys when we return and eagerly await the Chargers kicking it back to the Rams in the when the first half commences. We'll be right back. Awesome, because for whatever reason, watching football is awesome, but finding where to watch the freaking game, not so awesome. Because for whatever reason, it's ridiculously complicated. You need like a million subscriptions. Amazon Prime, ESPN, Peacock, Netflix, etc. That's like $100 a month, and you're only getting some of the games. And blackouts, those suck. But there's always Sunday Ticket, right? Sure, you can get this one for $480. But once again, I hope you like blackouts. Or this one for just $378, where you get most of the games. But you also need YouTube TV, which is like another $80 a month, which adds up to a total over of like $800. Guys, come on. Football should never be this expensive or complicated. And it doesn't have to be, because I found something many years ago. Maybe one of the best kept secrets they don't want you to know about. NFL Game Pass. This will almost seem too good to be true, because NFL Game Pass is basically a self-contained streaming service of just live NFL games and content. This is the Netflix of football. Yes, live games, every single one. No blackouts, all in one place, and the best part, affordable. It's like 20 bucks a month. So what? Why are we not all over this? Why doesn't everybody have this in the NFL season? That's because for some reason, they only make it available to international audiences, folks across the pond. The best NFL streaming app in the world actually exists, but we're locked out. Except the thing is, I found the key, and it's so easy. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's a VPN. You know that thing that allows you to bounce your signal to like another place in the world? Yeah, that works with NFL Game Pass. Now you get access to this awesome thing, and you can enjoy football like a normal human being without having to sell a kidney. It really is so easy. Let me show you. First off, you'll need a VPN. I've tried many. ExpressVPN is the best, and they know it. And they know I know it. And they know how much I love it. So they sent me a discount to forward to you good people. Use my link in the description when signing up. It'll get that price down to as low as like $5 a month. Worth every penny. Next, you'll need to turn on the VPN, set up your location. I would highly recommend this one. Das is good. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now, Game Pass is currently hosted on DAZN.com, of which the NFL has partnered with. So you want to go there, or you can follow the link in the description that'll take you directly to the Game Pass page. And when you're there, and this is new by the way, check this out. You can actually watch the preseason for free right now. Guys, this is actually huge. I would highly recommend trying this out, at least to this point, so you can make sure everything's working properly before paying for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Because look, right now, I'm watching for free. Not a penny spent. And I'm sure if I was doing this for the first time, I'd be losing my mind. Like I'm sure you guys are gonna. Now that you tried it out, you're ready, you're satisfied with the epicness of the Game Pass app, and wishing you could go back in time so you could have been using this method for the last 5 years, you're ready to go ahead and grab whichever subscription you want for the season. Yes, this will give you access to live broadcasts from American commentators, all in English, in real time, no blackouts to the NFL season. And again, it's on the cheap, like 20 bucks a month. Look, it converts to like what, 22, 23 bucks? But that's it. You're done. Welcome to easy, affordable football. Now, a couple of notes before I let you excited football fans back into the world. One, when you're doing this, just make sure your VPN is on before going to DAZN.com. Otherwise, they won't let you in. Next, if you're having issues accessing the site, maybe try using Chrome and clearing your cache. Works wonders for me. Lastly, if you want to enjoy the game on your TV, it's actually super simple. You can either go the college kid HDMI cable out the laptop route, or you could find the ExpressVPN app on your phone, cast it to your TV. I know it's on Fire Stick, smart TVs, Xbox, whatever, and load up that way. Just make sure that the DAZN app is also available on that device. I think it's available on most. I personally use a Fire Stick myself, but it's made super easy. One day, I hope Game Pass will be available to everyone, not just international folks, because really, this is how watching football is supposed to be. No jumping between apps, no expensive bundles, just one app, one place, easy, affordable football. So with that, I release you. Good luck on your football watching journeys this year. I hope this video makes the best sport in the world easier to enjoy and access for everyone. Be sure to use my link in the description for the best deal on ExpressVPN and watch football the way it's supposed to be. It's football season, baby. Shout out to the sponsor, ExpressVPN, the cheapest and easiest way to catch the game every year. And hopefully, in the next few seasons or so, the NFL wises up and makes that available to everybody, because it's absolutely insane how easy it is to watch football on that platform. Like I said in the commercial, it's like Netflix for the NFL. Everything's live. Everything's on there from in terms of like Hard Knocks and NFL Network and everything. Why can't that be something that we pay for in the States? I'll never know. Hopefully they change their minds here soon. Still 1,000 in the chat after the commercial break. Let's go, baby. You guys are in it to win it this week. And speaking of winning it, the Chargers are on their way. Hopefully we can keep everybody on the field after what was a kind of a shaky start. Let's catch up on the super chats here real quick before we get into the nitty-gritty. We got JPC with the $2 hollow. What's up with Makai? Hasn't practiced in 3 weeks. I think the Chargers are being extra cautious with him, considering his injury history. He seemed fine on the sidelines, but holy cow, you were hoping to see a little bit more in terms of practice. So he's ready to go versus the Chiefs in week 1. Kind of have to wait and see what's going on there. No official news, I would say, outside of speculation. Rattlesnake Jake, 31 months. How did the offensive line look for Herbert on shift today? Missed a few first drive. Actually, I'm going to say it didn't look bad for Herbert. In particular, Joe Alt looked unbelievable. Like, he was manhandling everything on the left side. Dudes, can you imagine? Not that it would be a particularly, like, I'm sure some people would be excited for it, but you imagine if we took Malik Neighbors? Like, that would be cool, and we'd have one of the best receivers in the league. But we still got Ladd McConkey, who's still one of the best receivers in the league, and now we have Joe Alt, who's stepping in at left tackle for Rashawn Slater. And, you know, some people are saying, which is the crazy part here, that he may actually have an even bigger impact this season because he's going back to left tackle. Of course, that being his native position with the Fighting Irish. He looked like he was on a different level. Man, he looked awesome in that first drive. Great question. Because, you know, I needed to see some good news from this game and from the starters in particular. If there was anything that looked good, the tackle situation looks good. I can't say the same for the interior of the offensive line, but the tackles, that situation could be a lot worse. Fuzzles with the $5 haul. Are you scared that Trey Lance will be what Cap was to Alex Smith and Justin Herbert? Alex Smith was #1 overall pick. Harbaugh has done it before. That's so funny to hear because of how many times it's been speculated and, you know, passed around online. And I suppose anything is possible, but I would say in this situation, it is very, very, very unlikely. Alex Smith suffered like a life-threatening injury. Was it that led up to that with Colin Kaepernick and some of the decline and ups and downs there? In terms of what's going on with the Chargers, Justin Herbert is like the reason that Harbaugh took this job. One of the biggest, I have to imagine. And Herbert's still performing at such a high level. I would say it's very unlikely anything like that happens. What I would say, Chargers fans, instead, be grateful and excited that we have such a high-level QB2 because this might be the best backup quarterback situation we've had in a long time. Pre-Charlie Whitehurst days. You know what I mean? He looks just so good. Just so good. All right, let's jump into the details of the first half. See what we're looking at. Of course, Stetson Bennett, he's always looked pretty good. 87 yards is definitely a little lower than I expected to see. He looked awesome in the first half. But on the Chargers side of things, Heineke had a better day. We have to credit Heineke here. He still looked good. There's a reason why we traded for him last season. And I was excited to see him with the team last season because we needed a big upgrade at backup quarterback. And we saw some versions of that of him today, right? 6 of 11 for 56, that's fine, right? A rating of 68.8, it's okay. He made up for a lot of it with some of his runs. Heineke, 2 for 19 yards is pretty good. But really, again, like I said before, only 2 for 5, which is insane. It felt like it was a lot more. Again, I think the run had something to do with that. He only played the last minute or so of the second quarter. But the way that he stands and the way that the zip on the ball and the delivery and the extending of plays, Trey Lance just looks so good, man. And so what you're looking at for the Chargers' backup positions right now is a choice between experience and, you know, wisdom and the things that come with a veteran quarterback, or the upside of Trey Lance, which is the excitement that he's been delivering in terms of his big playmaking, his legs, his mobility, his speed. Those are your choices. And right now, I think for a lot of people, myself included, Trey Lance is kind of the guy where you're like, okay, that's our football player, that's our football guy, that's our offense. Feels a lot more smooth when number 5's on the field. Rushing for the Chargers have been more or less good. I think the quarterbacks account for like half of it. But Omarion Hampton, 2 carries for 12 yards was fantastic. Again, just like the Lions game, a very limited capacity, right? Limited sample size of who he is, but he rocked it. And I think the Chargers are trying to keep him a secret from everybody else. You may see a whole, quarter or whatever from him in the last preseason game. But every time I've seen the football handed to number 8, good things have been happening. Vidal's had a bit of a low day. 1.6 a carry is pretty rough. And on the other side, Rocket Sanders, just the 1 carry for 10. He's been unbelievable. So in this second half, I'm hoping to see a lot more running. I'm hoping to see a lot more of number 35, not 350, but 35 out there, showing us why he deserves to be on the 53. I do not want to see him gone. Here comes the return by the Rams. They're going to start at the 25, 6, 7 yard line. To wrap up the recap here, the receiving. Keandre Lambert-Smith is looking like one of the biggest steals in the draft right now. And he's doing exactly what we predicted he would do, and that's getting open on these big plays downfield. Trey Lance is starting to find him. We've seen Justin Herbert and him connect in training camp. They connected earlier in the game, too. Again, the deep corner was awesome by Justin Herbert. Great connection by them. He looks fantastic. We can hope that can continue. Defense has been up or down. Let's get back into the game. Here comes the first possession for the Rams in the second half. Let's get your guys a score out here. Here comes the first carry. Nice stop by the Chargers defense. It's Hunter who picks up 2 yards. But that's it. The defense not letting up there. I think it was R.J. Mickens there with the stop. And Jamari Caldwell, the rookies, getting in there for the stop on the rookie, Jarquez Hunter. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Rams. This is where I like this is the group of DBs that has been getting me excited, man. And I hope that we see this kind of results in the regular season. Stetson Bennett's going to hit his man underneath, and nicely wrapped up. Number 38 of the Chargers holds on, doesn't let go. That's going to be Emini Johnson, the linebacker, who's able to get him down. We thought it might be incomplete, but Jarquez held on to the ball, but a really nice tackle by the linebacker to keep it at a minimal gain. That's going to be 3rd and 7. Let's see if the Chargers very early here can get off the field defensively. That'd be a huge win. 3rd and 7. Jamari Caldwell in there. Can he make another play? It's Stetson Bennett. Goes underneath. Finds 86. He's barely going to pick up the first down. Nice awareness by the receiver to lunge for a couple extra yards. Get the first down. It's 1st and 10. Chargers will need to try again. Now 1st down in front of them. We're due for a pick. Yes, please. I'm ready for an interception. Nico Reed's still out there, dude. Let's do it for Eric Rodgers, man. Dedicate it to Eric Rodgers. Here comes the next carry by the Rams up the middle. And it's a nice cut by Jarquez Hunter, who picks up about 5 yards on that carry. It's going to be a 2nd and medium. You want an R.J. Mickens pick? I think he's overdue. Colson blown coverage. I really was hoping to see more from Colson in the preseason. Not much yet. He's had a couple of nice tackles and run defense, but he's kind of known for his coverage ability, which has not looked great so far. Difference in QJ and KLS, yeah. Maybe it is confidence. Here comes the pitch. It's Hunter, who breaks through multiple tackles to pick up the first down. Hard running by the Rams in this game. It's going to be a 1st down at the 50 for the Rams. Rams got away with holding. I'm sure they did. That was a long pitch, man. And they've been getting away with a lot today. They've been getting away with a lot. EJ got hurt. Yeah, it sounds like a concussion, but again, we don't know. Nothing official yet. 1st and 10. It's Stetson Bennett going over the middle. Oh, he's going to find deep number 81 of the Rams. Man, these big plays getting away from the Chargers over and over. 81 of the Rams being unlisted. They put him in the undrafted category, right? Brennan Presley, wide receiver, Oklahoma State. I think he's gone to him once before today. I wish they would keep them all on the same line. Presley picks up the first down. They're all the way down to the Chargers 25 now. Easy drive for the Rams so far. Can the Chargers get a stop here? Here comes Bennett. Fires underneath. Oh, almost intercepted. Oh, it goes back into the hands of Presley. Oh, dude. That was close. Bennett underthrows it Mickens almost had that interception that we were hoping for, but it bobbles out of his hands and back into the hands of the receiver, who picks up 7 yards on that play. Lucky, lucky Rams. Here comes the next carry. It's going to be Hunter for a few yards. It'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Rams. Oh, that was close, dude. Looks like a QB sneak, I think. I looked up and they were already snapping the football. 3rd and 1. I think it's going to be a first down. Oh, they're going to say it's short. It's 4th and 1. Do the Rams go for it here? They've already left points on the board. Do they try going for it again? I mean, it's 4th and inches. If they're going to do it at the goal line, they're up in the Chargers' red zone already, so they ought to. You're probably thinking they're going to go for it again. 4th and 1, they are going for it, and the Rams jumped. The Rams jumped. That's going to be a false start. And a 4th and what? A 4th and 6? Let's go. So the Chargers are able to hold them. To 3 points here. It's Willie Lampkin who jumped. I need to see this guy standing up next to the rest of his teammates. Willie Lampkin's like one of the only linemen in the league you're going to see standing at like 5'10". And maybe a blessing in disguise for the Rams. You have to assume that maybe the Chargers, if they're able to get a stop there, 2 drives with no points ending inside the red zone is pretty rough. So a 38-yard attempt here for the Rams. It is up. It is good. And that's going to give them a slight lead. Rams 10 to the Chargers 9. Lance is responsible for practically all the offensive touchdowns this season. Yep. Him and Kamani Vidal and Rocket, the running backs. Him and the running backs. But a nice stop there by the Chargers. Again, a little bend but not break. Got fortunate there on the false start. Who knows if that would be converted or not. Now the Chargers get another shot on offense. The first full drive for Trey Lance, right? Because I think he started for Heineke mid-drive, if I remember correctly, in the first half. Let's see what Trey Lance has got, dude. He's been so good to start the preseason. I hope he continues, man. It feels like we have something. All over the roster, there are these pockets of positions and players that it just feels like we have something very real, you know, to either fall back on, look to more, even trade if we wanted to. And that's a good problem to have. KLS, unbelievable today too, man. So far, it feels like he's been the player of the game. Only 2 catches, but 66 yards. Come on, man. Let's go. Hugo cracking some heads. Y'all be good in there. Y'all behave. He'll get you. Still on commercial break, right? By the way, the Chargers will be getting the football here shortly. With still a lot of football left to play. Holy cow, man. Still 9 minutes in the third quarter. A lot of football left to play. I feel like this one has felt longer because of the injuries in the first quarter. It got a little sketchy out there. Lance doesn't need to prove it anymore. I mean, I'll be in agreement with you, but, you know, let's put in as much tape as possible. Get teams hyped about a potential trade, and if anything, just having such a good, solid quarterback too situation is not a bad problem to have. Y'all having trouble with Paramount Plus? I apologize, man. Again, one day I dream of a nation that can access football without any headaches and without 6 or 7 different streaming platforms and without the absurd price of a car payment every month. One day. Victor, how are you watching the game and what app? I have it 2 different ways. I have NFL Game Pass, right? And I also have YouTube TV as a maybe like a primary or a backup, just because, you know, obviously I do this for work. We're here every Sunday. We want to make sure our bases are covered. But if it were just me, if I were just a consumer, which I've been before, and this is how I started doing this when the commentary started, is I probably would still be going through Game Pass if I didn't, you know, if I didn't have the risk of it being shaky or whatever. Which most of the time it's absolutely fine, but every once in a while there's a delay. And here comes 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And if you're wondering how to get that working, check out the link in the description. There's the very first link. There's a whole tutorial video on how it works. That is the way to go, dude. You get access to the entire season for something like under $30 a month. It's fantastic. 1st and 10. It's Kamani, who picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. Does the pass let you see every game? Yeah, it's literally like if you were to open up Netflix and every game was playing, you could just choose one live. Red Zone, NFL Network, and then a whole library of like Hard Knocks and all NFL-related material. Like all of it is in there. It's insane that that even exists and that nobody knows about it, and that the American viewers can't access it without a VPN. Here comes a deep shot. It's really far. I don't know if 39 was expecting it. It's now 3rd and 9. I don't know if Jalen Johnson was expecting it. Seems like he let up a little bit at the top of the route. Third and 9. Can Trey Lance convert a 3rd down here, man? The Rams, they might be rushing 5 here. Monty Vidal in as a chip blocker. Hopefully that gives him enough time. Lance is going to hit. Oh, nice catch. Signature move by Trey Harris on the comeback. Something he did great at Ole Miss. Trey and Lance able to hit him on that route. It's a 1st down, Chargers. Trey Harris finally has arrived in the preseason. That is what you want to see, dude. Times in the chat. Finally. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for Trey Harris, and now he's showing up today. 1st down, Chargers. Now at the 44-yard line, looks like it's going to be 1st and 10. It's a play action. Trey Lance navigating the pocket. He's going to take off on foot. Trey Lance picking up the 10 and gets out of bounds. It's a 1st down, Chargers at midfield. And the Bolts offense is finally moving, dude. Trey Lance, who fakes the handoff to the wrong side. That's okay. Is still able to pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10. Trey Lance now at midfield. He's looking, may have to run with it again. Yes, he does. He slides, only picks up about 3 yards, but that's probably all he was going to get. He might have been able to hit Kamani Vidal in the flat, but there was a cornerback waiting for him up there. Now you're looking at a 2nd down. That's something I've liked from Lance so far in the preseason. He's been decent at reading the field, making decisions, knows when to hold it and take off with it. That's what you want. That's it, especially if you got a versatile backup quarterback like Trey Lance. That's exactly what you want to see. Utilize those strengths. 39 is in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Vidal, absolutely no room. There was a defender behind him before he got the ball. Number 94 of the Rams. It's going to be a 3rd and long. Can Trey Lance do it again? Can Trey Lance and Trey Harris do it again? Let's dial up that comeback route one more time. Maybe even put him on a go. Confuse the DB. Maybe he plays low. Put in that little sidestep, the little juke. What are those called? The shelf. Those routes. What are those officially called? Stop and go. Let's put a stop and go in there. 3rd and 9. Over the middle. Who is it? It's Trey Harris again. First down, Chargers. Instead of the stop and go, instead of the comeback, it was a straight up slant, it looked like, or an in route. And that's going to get open. Yes, an in route. Trey Harris wisely turns up for a few yards, picks up the first down. Trey Harris finally has arrived, dude. Let's go. He's starting to feel himself too, man. We haven't seen anything from Trey Harris in the preseason so far, and he's got to be nearing, what, 50 yards so far in this game? 1st and 10. It's a handoff. It's Rocket Sanders this time trying to navigate. He's going to get tackled. Rams have been very difficult to run on today. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards, and we are looking at a 2nd down in Rams territory. Where at now? The 30-yard line? Yeah, I see your comment there, man. It's been a tough one to watch today in terms of all the Rams and the way they've been tackling. Chargers look like they're going to take a timeout here. Oh, the timeout didn't get there in time. The Chargers are going to get flagged for 12 men on the field. And you're looking at a now, what, 2nd and 13? That's too bad. Jay with the $2 Bosa injured putting on the uniform last week. I hope not, dude. I'm so rooting for Joey. I hope that he has himself a great year with the Bills. Unless we have to play him, you know? I'm still just such a big Bosa fan, dude. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trey Lance has been having to keep this drive alive for a while. Can he continue that with Trey Harris? There's a deep ball going downfield. Who's out there? No way! Oh, is that a touchdown? Trey Harris has arrived. They're going to say he's just out of bounds at the goal line. Oh, my God. Trey Harris! Unbelievable! Unbelievable. In motions, Harris. Here comes the carry. It's Rocket Sanders up the middle. That's a Charger! Touchdown! Rocket Sanders! After the incredible Trey-to-Trey deep ball. Oh, my God. What a catch by Trey Harris. Gets the 2 feet in. That might have even been a touchdown on the replay. Trey to Trey all day. Oh my goodness. 9's in the chat, 5's in the chat, and now we're going for 2. Here's Trey Lance. He's going to float it back to the end zone, looking for Trey Harris. It's incomplete. But my, oh my, what a game. We needed to see this from Trey Lance today, and Trey Harris, I should say, today, man. He has been on fire. That puts Trey Harris 6 receptions, 85 yards. I'm going to say he probably should have had that touchdown. And then the next leading receiver is KLS with 66 yards. The rookies, oh man, dude, I've been saying this all week. We need to see something from the rookies. The rookies got to show up, and they are absolutely doing that this week. Unbelievable. I wonder what his underdog number was at. I guess I can't go back and look at it. I think it was somewhere in like 20 yards, dude. He's absolutely smashed that this week. Holy cow. We are finally seeing why Trey Harris was drafted so high. Second round, big playmaker for Ole Miss. He had traits that we've been waiting to see, and they absolutely have been put on display today. That is the story of the game today. Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith, the rookies, bringing new life to the roster at wide receiver. And you add that to the already great Ladd McConkey and Keenan Allen. Oh, things are looking good, dude. We can all hope that Quentin Johnston is okay and he can add some of his skill set after the catch. It feels like such a flip from last year's wide receiver group, doesn't it? So cool. What a play by Trey, dude. Oh, Christopher Johnson with the $2 holla. We have a wide receiver room. Isn't this crazy? The new era has begun. The Justin Herbert, McConkey, Harris, and let's throw in KLS era has begun. And we're still rooting for Quentin. We are. But this just feels so much improved. Wow. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And this is exactly why we were excited about Trey Harris, dude. The ability to come down with it in coverage. The ability to get open in man coverage. The nice, secure hands as well, dude. Like, and he's a better route runner. Like you'll see it in the comeback and sure on the highlights and on the in route. Like he's getting open. Here comes the special teams return by the Rams. They're going to get down inside the 35. There are some flags out in the field. And there was some holding, so they're going to start back at the 24-yard line. Wow. And we got to see that tiny, tiny sample size of the starting offense today, too. Ladd McConkey had an awesome catch and run. Oh, I'm so happy he's a keeper on my fantasy team this year, man. I'm getting him for like a 10th. I can't remember. I think it's a 10th rounder. It might even be 15, but I think it might be 10. 10th round. Ladd McConkey for me. You in the 13th as well? That's what I'm saying, Michael. That's what I'm saying. First and 10. In motion's number 10. And it's a carry up the middle. It's Hunter who's running hard, man. This is a good running back. No, it's not Hunter. It's Schrader this time. Schrader has now checked in to the lineup. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Chargers need to find something versus the Rams offense, man. It's been a kind of a long day for them. Still only 10 points to show for it. It's pretty cool. The Chargers got that critical stop on fourth down. Fourth and goal. Which has kept the game in front of them for the most part. 2nd and 3. Looks like another run, and it is. It's Schrader who's going to break the first tackle and is able to get down after picking up the first down. Rams have a nice deep running back group too, man. I was already excited to see Hunter and how he might look. He's looked great. We all know Blake Corum's good. Kyron Williams, of course, the starter, didn't play today. And now Schrader's looking pretty good too. Of course, how much is that as the running back, and the other how much is it the Chargers defensive line needing some work versus the run? Is left up to be interpreted by you guys. 1st and 10. It's Schrader again. This time, the Chargers break into the backfield. Still a nice pocket of yards for Schrader, unbelievably. It's going to be 2nd and like 6. Amani Johnson, the linebacker who made a play earlier in the day, a little slow to get up. Sounds like he's okay. 2nd and 6 for the Rams. 2nd and 6. Here's Stetson. He's looking to the outside. Wide open is the corner who gets shoved out of bounds. It's Covey with the first down. Rams at midfield. Or is that at the 40? Looks like the 40-yard line. For edge 4 right now, for me, it's Caleb Murphy for sure. Kyle Kennard's got some work to do. Don Clark with the $10 holla. What's up, baby? We'll circle around right after this play.
Got some work to do. That was a TD. I watched it over and over again. It was a TD.
Oh, yeah, dude. I felt it was a touchdown as well. Here comes the play action. Oh, Chargers are all over it. But Stetson's going to get it away. It's a first down to 81 and a lot more. Maybe 15 or 20 yards on that play. Man, those guys are connecting a lot. It's Presley once more. And that's going to get all the way to Chargers territory. I'm going to say, what was that, like the 30, 35-yard line? Yikes. Don Clark with the $10 holla. Dude, I'm telling you, the second time I saw the replay, I was like, yeah, that's a touchdown. I would have loved to see that on the stats for Trey Lance today, but we got the touchdown either way. We got to see Trey on display, or Trey Harris, excuse me. We got to see Trey Harris on display with everything that made us excited about when he was drafted. We got something. We got something. Told you everything was going to be all right. Every little thing's going to be all right, baby. Here comes the next play. Stetson Bennett firing downfield, looking for the touchdown. It's number 88. Williams, 86, excuse me. Williams of the Rams. Mario Williams, 5'9" out of Tulane. The rookie, I think I remember him. Undrafted guy. A big love, Don Clark. $10 holla, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, dude. So the Rams are going to take the lead temporarily. It's the end of the quarter, by the way, so I don't think we're going to see an extra point try. Oh, yes, we are. We'll see the extra point try, and then we're going to get into the fourth quarter where the Chargers will be trailing just by 2 points if the extra point is good, which it is. 15-17. Chargers get back on the field offensively. We got to go throw another touchdown up there, dude. Let's go, Trey Lance. Trey to Trey just made my day. I'm ready for more, dude. Willie Lampkin looks good to me. Yeah, dude, he's a great player. He just didn't get drafted very high because he's like 5'10". How tall is he? Willie Lampkin. Height. He's 5'11", which is insane for an NFL guard. Like, absolutely insane. But, I mean, if you can play, you can play. That's awesome, man. Good for him. Trey times 3. Trey squared. Colbert time. Oh, I miss it, dude. What a drive, man. Okay, so the defense, probably their worst drive of the day, right? They kind of got beat all over the place. But the offense is really starting to find their footing, and in particular in the areas that we needed them to. I would love to get a win here, but right now we're really seeing on display the things that made these receivers exciting to us in the draft and pre-draft even. And it's finally starting to come together. It's crazy to see Trey Harris like really not do anything in the first 2 games, then absolutely pop off in this one. Puzzles! $2 holla. What trade package would you hope to see for Lance? Honestly, if it were like my biggest hope, if we did like trade him and we were to get something back, I would probably do a 3rd, right? That would probably never happen. You're probably talking more of a 4th or 5th round pick. At that point, I would just rather keep him and let him be QB2 for a few years for us. And that's kind of either way where I'm sort of, you know, positioned. I would like him to stay with the team if he's going to be this good and reflect everything that we want in a backup quarterback. I would really want to get an offer that blows my socks off if we had to move on from him, which a 3rd rounder is pretty high, and I would consider that, but I don't know if anyone would be offering that. Desir, yeah, most improved from what we've heard. Lance isn't going to stay in LA to be a backup. I don't know. He said that he came here to get coached. He's gotten coached. He's gotten crazy coached. So maybe he is positioning himself to maybe be a starter elsewhere. But I want him to stay with the team if the offer isn't very convincing. How are we feeling about Jasir Taylor after that? I don't know, man. Word on the street is that he's the most improved player. But we got depth all over the position too, man. I think they're talking about Gatesy. But yeah, we'll see. Nico Reed is pushing for a spot. I mean, despite the injury, Eric Rogers is pushing for a spot, so hopefully we don't see much more of that from Jasir Taylor this preseason. Thanks so much for the $5 hollow there, man. Who said that? I think it was Jesse Minter that said he was the most improved player. That Jasir Taylor was the most improved player this offseason so far. But no, it's we need to see it in these situations a lot more, that's for sure. Here comes 1st and 10. Chargers at the 35 in motion. Number 41, Trey Lance. It's a handoff up the middle. One of the better runs of the night for Kamani Vidal. What's Vidal's average yardage look like right now, dude? $1.6. Hopefully they can pick it up here in the second half. Or in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6. Trey Lance, Chargers now at the 39. Lance looking, fires over the middle into the hands of his receiver. It's dropped. That was Campbell. Got to make that catch, Campbell. Oh, dude, the second angle is sickening. It is a perfect ball by Trey Lance. It just slides out of the hands of Campbell. That would have been a huge first down. 3rd and 6 coming up. Good throw. Third and 6. Can Lance do it again? Rams are sending 4. Lance has to throw it. Goes over the middle in traffic. He was looking for Brendan Rice. A lot of contact. No flag. 4th and 6. And the Chargers got to throw it away. You know, I think that may have been catchable too. I need to see a replay. But it was in the area. There was just too many players in front of the camera for me to give an accurate description of where the ball was placed. I don't think we're going to see a replay. But it looked like Brendan Rice had a shot at it, even though there was a few defenders in the area. What's up, King Sky? Kia ora. 4th and 6. It's up. Hang time is great. It's caught. Bear caught at the 10-yard line. And the Rams will come back out on offense with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Would love to get a win here, but we're really learning some valuable information about the offense right now. Rocket looks like the best backup on the field right now. Trey Harris is starting to come out of his shell, and Keandre Lambert-Smith, my God, continues to be such a threat deep. Did we lose the chat? Yeah, we did. Hang on, guys. I got to reset this real quick. There we go. And I got you guys back. Receivers look so promising. I wish we had the chance to see more from Hampton. Me too. Again, I'm thinking Hampton's one of the best kept secrets on this team. I don't know if they want to know how big of a factor he's going to be for this offense. Like, the limited carries that we've seen, he's been an absolute unit. Had high hopes for Brendan Rice being the son of the great Jerry, but I don't know, man. It's crazy because he looked so good at training camp last year. Like, so good. Again, I was there. I saw all that in person. I was like, okay, we really got some potential here. You know, and it just hasn't really developed much since then. Yeah, Marion Hampton, only 2 carries, 12 yards. One of them, he broke like 3 tackles in an impressive fashion. Like, he looked good. And that's especially relevant because the Rams have looked awesome in run defense today. Like, way good. This podcast host has the money on the game. Am I the host? We threw a couple of fivers out there on Underdog just for fun. I don't think they're going to hit. One of them might. I haven't checked yet. Oh, I think we did get one. Unless Blake Corum comes back out, I think we got one. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. Yeah, we might have got one. That's cool. Let's go. Here come the Rams offense. It's a run up the middle. Who's the ball carrier? It's Schrader once more. Ladd McConkey getting interviewed right now. Man, dude, that one catch by Ladd, dude. Oh, I'm so ready for the regular season. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for football, dude. Please. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Ladd McConkey, recently married. Congratulations. 2nd and 8. Rams offense. You want to keep Lance? Yeah, me too. That's my official stance. Here comes the next carry by Schrader. It'll be a pickup of about 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. I think we're due for a turnover, man. Let's get this guy a turnover. Phenomenal contact balance from Hampton. Dude, it's so... And that's something we knew, right? His time at UNC was unbelievable in terms of his physical, like, you know, what do you call them? Ball carrier moves, his abilities as a ball carrier. It's... A lot of people have been comparing him to, like, prime Jonathan Taylor, and I think that's a really good comparison. He's so good. And I think he's an even better receiver, too, in terms of... you know, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is pretty good, but I think we're going to see a lot more from Amari and Hampton than people are prepared for. Did we miss the 2 extra points? No, we went for it in the last drive, and we didn't get it. We went for 2. And that's because we had 3 field goals, the 1 touchdown, and going for it would have resulted in 17 points. Yeah, no problem. We're in commercial break right now. The Rams now at 3rd and 6. What's there's an official timeout happening right now. Did somebody get hurt? So we're just kind of waiting for play to resume. But so far, man, I think the win would be nice, but I've seen a lot of things that get me excited about the offense all of a sudden, dude. And I really needed to see that. I really needed to see that. All right, dudes. I think we're going to hit on this one, by the way, for anybody wondering. The Heineke lower and the Blake Corum lower. I think in terms of, like, safe picks on Underdog, I think the lower, for the most part, is probably going to be safer. And we just did the 2 for the higher, you know, opportunity to hit. And I think this one's going to pay out like 16, I think. So not bad. Not bad. I wish this one would have hit. I'd put the 30% on it, but you know, that's tough when you only have the one drive. And then Hunter has obliterated that one. So that's why we put the safety one in there. That's cool. That's cool. That has made preseason more palatable for me. Oops. More palatable for me. Like if I know I'm going to be somewhere where the game's on, or if I have like a couple extra hours, I'll find out what game is on, and I'll go throw a $5 on it just to make it more fun. Once we get into the season, yeah, or the research comes out. That's the fun of it, dude. That is my element. You're going around, you're looking for opinions on other teams' rosters. We know the Chargers roster very well, so we can confidently, throw down for our players. But then that extra research on the side when you mix and match, it's a lot of fun, dude. I love Underdog. I'm so happy that they approached me for a partnership. I like partnering with brands that I actually use. That's all I'll say. I get so many offers, dude. You have no idea. Every week, I get dozens of offers for different sponsors, and I've said no to hundreds of sponsors because I just don't use them. This I use. 3rd and 6, incomplete. And it's going to be a 4th and 6. Chargers get off the field. 3 and out. 3 and out. And Jasir Taylor responsible for the coverage there. Looked good. He's going to force the 4th down. So he's shaking off that broken play last drive. Helps the Chargers defense get off the field this drive. Slight flex. Yeah, slight flex. But some of them are weird, Like some of the, I'm not going to say exactly what, but they have nothing to do with football. And it would be a stretch that I ever in my life would use them. Like, I would have to be in such a specific situation to even consider some of the products I've been offered. Here comes the return. Chargers are rounding. 37 is on the run. Is that Luke Grimm? Grimm might take this all the way. Luke Grimm all the way to the end zone. No, it's not Grimm, is it? I can't see. It's a white boy. I'm sure that's Grimm, dude. Touchdown! Chargers! Special teams! It's Luke Grimm, the Jayhawk. I watched him in person, dude, versus BYU, and that looked exactly why he was so good in that game. Ho! Beautiful blocking by the rest of the special teamers, and Luke Grimm shows off that speed. Oh, my goodness. 37's in the chat for our guy Luke Grimm, man. Woo! Shades, quite literally and figuratively, of Ladd McConkey. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. At first, I was like, I hope that's him, because there's 2 37s on the team. I think the other one's a defensive back, right? Yeah, it was Olokudun, which I think he got cut recently, right? So now I think we just got the one. Luke Grimm. As soon as I saw it as a white guy, I was like, that's Luke Grimm. What a play by this Chargers special teams, and we're back on top, 22-17. Let's see some 37s in the chat, baby. Let's go. Oh, wow. Fan-freaking-tastic. That is what you want to see. Yes, sir. That is what you want to see on special teams. And the blocks. Oh, dude, so good down the field. The further you got, number 38, I saw throw a block in there that looked awesome. I keep forgetting if it's Johnson or Campbell. It's Campbell. Campbell got in there, and it might have been Emery Emily Johnson as well. There's so many repeat numbers right now. You have to go through all of them in your head. There's 239s and 238s and 237s. Which one is it? It's special teams. It could be anybody. Oh, dude, what a play. 37s, man. I don't know, dude. It would be so tough for Luke Grimm to make the 53. You know who your starting receivers are? McConkey, Keenan, Quentin, KLS Davis. Who am I missing? Oh, Trey Harris up in the top. Yeah, that's already 6. I don't know. You can roster 7, right? I don't think there's anybody stopping you, but I don't think it's very likely. It's a white boy. Yeah, we found it. We found it. We dug deep. We detectived the crap out of that in the end zone there. Luke Grimm, dude. Like I told you guys, I saw him in person. He played BYU versus Kansas. we lost that game, which sucked, but he was great in that game. And the running back, oh man, what was his name? The running back for Kansas, he was also so good in that game. Anyway, Luke Grimm, yeah, dude is shifty. Dude is fast. Good route runner, good hands. Yeah, man, he looks awesome. He looks awesome. Who was the Jayhawks
nice patience,
running back last year?
Nice speed, nice run, and that's how you do it.
Devin Neal.
He caught the ball. You got to do that first.
Don Clark with the $10 holla. Let's go. Oh, you're referring to the Naheem Ward, Hines Ward drop of last week. Nice patience, nice speed, nice run. That's how you do it. And can you imagine? Here comes another nice return, this time by the Rams. He'll get out of the 45-yard line. He says he caught the ball. You got to do that first. You imagine if we have him, Darius Davis. Who else has been returning? There's one more guy I'm missing out here that's been returning some kicks as well, outside of Hines, of course. That'd be so sick. Oh, Lambert Smith. Lambert Smith returned a kick this game, too. Yeah, baby. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Watching Grimm on the sidelines, him and KLS going nuts, dude. That's so cool. Good for him, man. He needed a standout play in these games. I hope that he sticks around in our practice squad. I'm so scared of players getting poached, dude. I'm so scared. You got to remember, though, if they're going to get poached, a team has to have a spot available for them on the starting roster. It cannot be on their practice squad. It's got to be on their starting. Sinful Hands! Hey, the mod just dropped 10 gifted memberships in the sub, dude. What's going on? The chat is full. Let's go. Give him some love, man. Here comes the play action. Stetson's going to try and run with it, and he's going to go out of bounds after a pickup of 5. Dude, Sinful Hands, thank you so much, man. Y'all just got blessed. I don't know if Sinful Hands wants a wet kiss in the mouth just like Chase does, but this is a pat on the back, a thank you, good sir kind of situation. If your name is Marie Sophie Roy, if it's Jonathan Zaki, Raiden, L. Woodster, DM Design, Taylor, Antonio, Caleb Porter, or Donald, or Chaotic, give your man Sinful Hands a huge thank you in the chat. He just gifted you guys memberships. Thank you guys so much. And then DS the RN did the same. We got Skeleton, Eric, Chazicus. Chaz, what's up, baby? Roberts, Original, Wise. All these guys getting gifted memberships. Y'all are on a crazy train today, man. Thank you guys so much. Crazy train! Thank you so much, man. Sinful Hands, DS. Y'all are amazing. It's 3rd and 1. Give him some love in the chat, dude. Here comes the play action. Oh, it's going to get blown up. Oh, barely gets the ball away. Or RJ Mickens able to stop him at the last second. Does barely pick up the first down. Rams are now up to around the 30-yard line. Guys, thank you so much, dude. Big love. I got to throw some bolt ups in the chat for that, man. That's hype. That's hype. Thank you guys, man. Big ups, big support, big love. 1st and 10. It's the Rams, and it is a flag. Blown dead. Hey, Jermaine with the 5 gifted. What's up, baby? Jermaine Diaz, Sinful Hands, on a roll. We got more coming into the crew, baby. Isaac, Clip, Devin, Shane, Prince. Welcome to the crew. Give your guy Jermaine some love in the chat. Guys, thank you so much, dude. It means so much to me. Get to expand this awesome community we got. The hardcores on the director's channel. It's awesome, dudes. I could have never dreamed. 1st and 15. It's up the middle. And it's a nice stop there. Who's the number, man? Number 60 of the Chargers. And I think that's Silvera, the former Raider, that gets the stop there. Thank you guys so much, dude. This channel has become just unbelievable. Still 1,200 people in the chat, too. Y'all are so crazy, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Then G-Biz is coming in with the 5 more subs. Y'all going crazy. The train is on the loose, dude. 2nd and 13, Stetson. He's going to fire. Ooh, it's deep. It's open. It's a first down. And Edwards comes up with the grab. The Rams are now on the move. Biz, dude, thank you guys so much, dude. Give your guy Biz some love. Jester, Effortless, Ed, Hugo, not the doorman, other Hugo, B Wizard, welcome to the crew. Thank you guys so much. This community has been so awesome, man. Thank you. So awesome. 1st and 10 for the Rams. They were backed up. Now they're nearing midfield. Here comes the carry up the middle. Ooh, nice tackle by number 49 of the Chargers. Am I looking at the right number? Yes, number 49 of the Chargers. Miles Purchase, the cornerback. I don't know if you guys know this, but before I had this channel, I grew another channel to 11,000 subscribers. But back then, I would cover, like, Star Wars and other, like, nerdy stuff. And I did a lot of fan films and stuff like that. And I did some original shorts and commercials. And it was my own little brand of filmmaking. And back then, it was just like, it's fun. Who knows what's going to happen? Little did I know it would be my literal job. A few years later. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you for helping me do what I love every single day, man. You guys are amazing. Love this community. Thank you, everybody. Here comes Schrader with a nice run, but there is a flag here. I think it may be on the Chargers. Face mask on the Chargers. It's going to push the Rams, man, deep into Chargers territory. Now we're talking like 30-yard line, right? Jasir Taylor on the face mask. He ripped his whole helmet off. Huh. Jasir. It's going to be a busy room, man. We got to clean that up. Chargers still lead by 5. It's going to be a close game here, man. We still have 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Here comes Stetson underneath. Oh, receiver took a shot. It was Triquez Bridges. And the Rams receiver only picks up about a yard or two. Nice tackle by Bridges. That's one of his strengths. He's got that nice big frame. That was a nice clean tackle too. Some force behind it. Let's go. We're getting revenge for the first quarter. 2nd and 6. That gained 6 or 4 yards. That's crazy. Run up the middle. It's Schrader again. Dude. Rams. They dragged the entire line backwards. I think that's close to a first down. Either 3rd and 1 or first down. We'll wait and see. Ooh. And Schrader's going to get another crack at it, but I think the Chargers may have actually just stopped him. Let's see what the stop is, or what the mark is, and we'll see if the Chargers may have actually gotten a stop. Hey, refs, that is a terrible spot. Can we use that digital football thing, the digital chains, one more time, please? I don't think the ball ever crossed the. Watching the replay. Yeah, I would like to see a digital replay, please. You guys have been doing it once a game. Let's start with this one. No? Okay. 1st and 10. Schrader. Nope. Play action. Stetson's got it. Intercepted. No! R.J. Mickens. His 2nd opportunity for an interception. This one falls to the ground. Oh, man. R.J. Nice pass defended. Would have loved a pick here. Jumps the route. Goes into his chest, bounces off into the turf. No! That was a big pick right there, man. Missed opportunity. What a brilliantly read route there by Mickens, jumping it almost getting the pick. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams. Chargers setting a nice blitz. Oh, it is intercepted. You're never going to guess who. The Chargers have the football. It's a defensive lineman. Chargers are going crazy. No way. It's Tara Edwards, the rookie out of Illinois. 6'2", 300 pounds, comes down with the interception. Are you kidding me? Did they really drop that man into coverage, and did he really just intercept it? I think they actually dropped a defensive tackle into coverage, dude. Are you serious? Come back. It's a commercial break. I need to see a replay again. What in the world did I just see? Did he drop? Did he drop? Oh, my goodness. Tara Edwards. What defense is this? Jesse Minter is a madman. Oh. No way. I gotta tweet that one, man. Oh my goodness. I love defensive line interceptions, dude. That is so crazy. I can't wait to see the replay. It looked like he dropped into a middle zone. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. That may have been by design. Are you kidding me? He did? He did drop back? Are you kidding me, Jesse Minter? A zone or a spy, either way, he was up there and he was ready. Oh my goodness. I gotta tweet this, man. Oh, I missed the replay because I was tweeting. That is unbelievable. What a play. What a play by Tara Edwards and the Chargers defensive line. We got the football back. 22.6 minutes left. Let's go close this thing out, baby. I'm the Juggernaut. Bam! 94 drop back, then lower at the shoulder. Boom! We got a linebacker slash running back slash defensive lineman on this team. Here's Rocket Sanders, delayed handoff. Rocket somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was a really awkward handoff. Really awkward. 2nd down coming up. That's so cool, dude. 2nd and 11. Come on, Trey. It's Trey Lance looking, fires underneath. He just hit a tight end who got he could it wasn't a tight end. It was Luke Grimm again. He got WWE slammed into the turf. It's 3rd and 4. Nice catch by Grimm. And it's 3rd and 4. Come on. Let's go, Lance. In motion's 38, Campbell. Another delayed handoff. No, Lance is going to keep it. Oh, he should have handed it off. It's going to be 4th down. Chargers need to punt this football away. Dude, a couple of really sloppy exchanges. Lance did not read that very well. He decided to keep it. And Rocket probably had a shot at converting it had the ball gone to the outside instead of inside. It's okay. Chargers defense has been doing the Lord's work. Let's hope they got one more in them with 4 minutes left in the quarter and 4 minutes left in the game. Yes, sir. Can the Chargers get the Rams offsides? That'd be hilarious. 3, 2, 1. Here comes J.K. Scott with the punt. It's heading for the corner. Out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Let's go. Nice play. Creative King is back. Built Up would love to do a stream with you for one of the Chargers games, man. Also, what are your thoughts of the new Apex season so far? It is fire, dude. It's so good. Have you added me, by the way? Let me see. Let me throw that down there. I think it's just that. I think that's my Xbox profile, Xbox gamer tag. Because yes, Apex has been fantastic. I have been such a happy caustic main. I can't even tell you. But me and my brother the last few days, we've been playing the crap out of Battlefield 6, man. I'm not much of a Battlefield, nor am I, especially not a Call of Duty person. But holy cow, that's been some fun. I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed that. Can't wait to get back to the Apex grind on Monday, though. It'll be fun. First heirloom 2 days ago. Let's go, dude. Who'd you go with? What'd you get? What'd you get? Best heirloom in the game is still Wraith, in my opinion. Big What about Marvel Rivals? Yes, I play some Marvel Rivals. I played it a lot when it first came out. I still played it here and there. So the Chargers defense, one more opportunity to make a play here. I knew we were going to get a turnover at some point, man. Battlefield is the best gaming since Battlefield 4. Yeah, my brother made me download Battlefield 4 for us to try out. Because I played it a little bit. But 10 years ago, man, what was I playing back then? Halo, I guess. Madden. I was such a huge Madden guy, man. Holy crap, I loved Madden. Blade in Marvel Rivals. He's pretty cool. I used him a couple of times. Love the game. Hey, dude, I have another channel. It doesn't get as much love as it should. I was really hoping to do more work on it this off season because, you know, it's slower, not much more going on with the Chargers, and a little bit more time to put into other projects. But my project this summer was just having fun with my kids. So we just went and did everything. It was awesome. It was a fun summer. But, yeah, I have a gaming channel, too. Every once in a while, I'll hop on there. I'll do something live. It'll be fun. But you can find that link in the description as well. The director plays. There's some Apex and stuff on there. Some Madden. I think some Battlefront as well. Yeah, it was a good summer. It was very fun. You won 10 grand playing Fortnite? That's awesome. Ever play Atari when I was like really young? I think when my uncles had one. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the run. It's Schrader. Dude, this man's crazy. The Rams have such good running backs all over the roster. A 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Rams. A big love out here. And thank you so much again, Creative King. New Battlefield and GTA. Yes, I've really enjoyed the new Battlefield. I cannot wait for GTA. Call of Duty, I play with my friends every once in a while, but it's okay. You know, fine. I prefer Battlefield. That's all I'm going to say. I've only played it for a few days. 2nd and 1. Stetson. He's going to go, man, wide open. Running back. Nobody there. Who blew their coverage, man? Because that was broken. The Rams are just effortlessly marching downfield. No issues. Was it 38 that was in coverage? He just kind of dropped down he had like the tight end as well or something. That's a tough assignment. I don't know. Something was broken there. 3:20 left to play. And here comes the next handoff. Chargers are back there this time. Nice stop. A gain of maybe a yard. It'll be second down at the Rams' 40-yard line. Creative King sent the Apex friend request. Hope to run some. Big love, man. Big love. I'll check my Xbox. I think I'm playing a little bit more tonight. I'll check my Xbox later tonight, too. I ran into somebody as well who was playing a killer Catalyst in Wild Card the other day. He said, he was like, "Are you the director from the Chargers?" I was like, "Yeah." Man, he killed it. He was awesome. If you're in here, chime in. You were great, dude. Over the middle of the field, it's Stetson. Finds his running back again. It'll be third and medium coming up. Nice shoestring tackle by the Chargers. And we're looking for a 3rd and 3 stop by the Bolts. You like my hairstyle? Thank you. Tara with the 5, watching Edwards get the interception, seeing him bulldoze a guy down the sideline makes me want him to line up at fullback. Is this the next Scott Matlock? $5 holla from Tara. Tara, thank you so much. That was hype. Here comes Bennett. He's got to throw this under pressure, and it's incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Nice coverage by, guess who? Nico Reed. He was on him, dude. 46 is in the chat. And what do we have here? The Rams got to go for it, right? 3 timeouts, yes. I guess they could punt it away, but you're expecting a 4th down try here on 4th and 3 up and coming. Yes, sir. You'll have to give Apex a go someday. Dude, all I'm going to say is try some, like, what do they call it? Wild card and mixtape, the other modes first, because I've been trying to get some of my friends into Apex for a few years. It's a really tough game for new players. It's intense, and their matchmaking sucks. So you're gonna get put up against people who've been playing for 5 or 6 years. Your very first time, it can be discouraging. Yeah, 46s, dude. A CS:GO type, yeah. I mean, it's not, you got, if you're a good CS:GO player, you know, who knows what it'll translate? Because there's a lot of strategy involved too. Nico. Apex is like Fortnite with Call of Duty, Phil. Apex is the hardest game I've ever played, but that's why I love it. And it's the smoothest movement game I've ever played, which is also why I love it. And the gunplay is fantastic. There's a lot of reasons to like Apex. It's just you got to get real familiar with all the mechanics because everybody is. Everybody's good. Everybody's good at Apex. Me and my brother made Masters once. I would say we are more of like a high diamond caliber players, which is still pretty good, right? But it is, whew, it is a sweaty, sweaty game. I'm nearing 10,000 kills on Caustic, too, by the way. That's my main. This has been a fun season for old Director. We're in commercial break, by the way, guys. We're waiting to hear about the Rams' decision on 4th and 3. Did they go for it? I'm guessing they do. I'm guessing they do. Titanfall is great, dude. Loved Titanfall. I played the campaign for the first time a few years ago. Oh, so good. So good. Cannot wait for the TV show. Apex is Destiny plus Advanced Warfare is better. Realized I was old when I tried to play Marvel Rivals. I was terrible. Dude, Rivals is tough too. All those games, there's a lot of competition. Everyone's real good. You're going up against top tier, like everyone's professional gamers. And here you are just trying to have a good Friday night. The time to kill makes Apex much harder. Yes, it does. Yeah. You got to be real coordinated with your team if you're going to get any kills at all. You picked Diamond. Could push Masters, but didn't have the motivation after Diamond. Still want to hit Masters at some point. I feel like Masters, and this is probably the same case with you, the difference between Masters and Diamond is time. If you can make it to Diamond, I think you can make it to Masters. You got to be willing to play as much as a lot of Masters players, which me and my brother play a few days a week. So it's not like we're going to be able to grind Pred anytime soon either. So I think they might be going for it. Everyone's just kind of standing around. Here we go. Yep, here come the Rams. They need 4 yards to convert. This could be the game right here. Can the Chargers defense get off the field and end this game right here, right now? In motion is going to be the wide receiver. Here comes Stetson Bennett, looking, fires underneath. It's complete, but it is short. Jasir Taylor ends this game. It's going to be short. It's a turnover on downs, and the Chargers offense takes the field. Jasir Taylor, an up-and-down game, but ultimately makes the move to end it. Very questionable decision by the quarterback to throw it to the very well-covered flat receiver. And here we go, Chargers. Jasir Taylor, man. A little redemption at the end there. Fortnite, I played Fortnite a little bit. It's not much my cup of tea. I really enjoyed the Star Wars week, though. Or the month, actually. It was fun. Here comes Sanders. He gets bottled up right away. No blocking. And the Rams are going to indeed use their timeouts. We'll see what happens here. Is my brother a Bolts fan? By obligation, he is. He's just coming around to watching football. I think deep down he's a Bolts fan. Chargers, see you on Bleacher Report. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're rearing up, guys. Bleacher Report. We're going to be firing that up after the game. If you guys go to Bleacher Report, the app, I'm sure everybody uses Bleacher Report, right? I did. I couldn't believe when they called me up to be a host. You go to the Chargers section. I think it just pops up there. We're going to do a little live stream afterwards to react to this game, which has a lot of really cool stuff in it, man. It got started off kind of shaky, but, man, did it really turn around? Maybe when Trey Lance started. I don't know. The O-line, yeah. Though. There was some good things in the O-line at the starters. I will say that, though. I mean, Trey Pipkins held up pretty well, too. Wow. Joe Alt just looked like a man among boys. 2nd and 12. Incomplete. I think there's a bit of miscommunication there. Who's number 41? Is that Tucker Fisk? Somebody wasn't where Trey Lance thought he would be, and it's incomplete. Oh, I apologize. No, it was tipped at the line. Defensive lineman got a hand up, and it fell to the ground. We played Apex like a year ago. I was the 20K lifeline, probably don't remember. Hey, dude, I'll take a 20K lifeline on my team any day of the week. 3rd and 12. Lance is going to go deep with it. Effortless deep ball. No! Campbell wasn't looking. He was wide open. Incomplete. Chargers have to punt. Oh, never give up on a play, Rook. Never give up on a play. Where are you looking? Couldn't find the ball. Oh. That was possibly a touchdown. Excellent throw by Trey Lance. And we know Campbell is capable of it. We saw him do it. That is a heartbreaker. The Rams somehow still hanging around, have 2 timeouts and 1:28 left on the clock. They're going to start at the 15. Yo. That good throw by Trey Lance, though. Hey!
If we win, one amazing takeaway is resilience the Harbaugh way. Toughness no matter who's in the game and a bad start.
Absolutely. That is absolutely the mentality of a championship caliber football team. No matter how the game starts, no matter the ups, the downs, the speed bumps, You got to stay tough. You got to do your job. Best man and next man up. And they really showed a lot of tenacity in this game to do just that, man. If anything, it felt like a hard-bought effort for sure. $20 holla, man. Let's go. Thank you, dude. Stetson Bennett, after hitting a big play, is going to go to the sideline, hits another one. It's going to be 2nd and like 3 coming up. BC, thank you so much. $20 holla and words of inspiration. The Chargers need that mentality, that identity going into the regular season too, because we're going to have a lot of obstacles to overcome as well. Here comes 3rd and short now. 3rd and short for the Rams at midfield. 55 seconds left. Still two timeouts for the Rams, but they need a touchdown. Keep that in mind. They need a touchdown. Here comes Stetson. Stetson's throwing underneath. I think it hit the turf. And I think it's, fortunately for the Rams, I think it stops the clock. Yeah, it definitely hit the turf. I know you guys saw a false start too. Fourth and 2. Once again, game on the line. Let's finish this, man. I'm ready to go home. Let's do it. Let's do it. Chargers sending a blitz. Stetson has to throw early. It's complete. Tackled inbounds. Nico Reed gets him down, but the Rams able to call a timeout and keep this game going. Oh, man. One of those nail biters at the end, dude. Rams now barely in the Chargers side of the field. They need a touchdown. Keep that in mind. They got some more work to do. Just one timeout left, but they're keeping their hope alive. They're keeping the game going. Keep them out of the end zone. Yep, that's the name of the game. And do not, for the love of God, cause a penalty putting them on the 1. Cannot do that. Where's our Edwards guy? Let's get him out there. First and 10. Rams looking. Chargers get some pressure, and it's up and out of the hands. Dude, big hit stick by Triquez Bridges. Knocks the ball out. Number 10, Covey, looked like he may have had a huge play, but Bridges delivers a huge hit, knocks it loose. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Honestly, a great throw. Stetson Bennett is a better backup than people give him credit for. But Covey cannot hold on. Him and R.J. Mickens, by the way. Mickens also, I think he made first contact there. 2nd and 10 Rams. 28 seconds left. And Stetson steps back, looking, fires deep. And Nico Reed in coverage says, no, sir, it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 and way too high for Stetson Bennett's intended target. Number 81. He's been looking to all day. A bit of interference, dude. It wasn't ever called on us. I'm glad they didn't, or called for us, so I'm glad it wasn't called on us. But 3rd and 10. "24 seconds left. Come on, Chargers. It's Stetson. He might be looking for the first. Oh, he's tackled. And it might be fumbled. The Chargers have it. I think Miles Purchase jumped on it. Is this a fumble? The ball traveled forward, but was it result of a Chargers sack or a forward arm motion? We're waiting to see. Excuse me, Johnson has the recovery. Ooh, I don't know if it was going forward, dude. They're going to review it. For it to fly that far forward just from the sack, I hope it did, but I would get why if it did not, if they overturn it. But I think that was Emily Johnson on the recovery. Who was on the sack? I think it was Morris Brash. Dude, Morris Brash. Let's go. And Morris Brash, smart enough to smack the football. But they're going to review it. They're going to say it's incomplete. I understand. It's really tough to make the football fly that far forward without the quarterback motioning it, which it looks like there was a little flick of the side of his hand to help it move forward. But it is 4th and 10. I'm still going to hit the button. Because that was awesome. 4th and 10. They're taking another look at it too, or I'm taking another look at it. It was super close, dudes. It was super close, but I do think I see a bit of forward motion there. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. 4th and 10. Rams at midfield. 20 seconds left. 10 yards to convert, but they need a touchdown. They still have the one timeout, which is maybe their only saving grace here. They can go for the first down and still have time for a few efforts into the end zone. BC. And we got some time. We're waiting to see what happens. Maybe it's just me, but I think they know what they have in DJ and don't want to play him. Dude has been improving and throws a nice touch. Best fourth quarterback with upside under day every ever year, in my opinion. Okay. The DJU hype train taking off. Here comes the game. 4th and 10. Pressure's on. Stetson's going down deep. And it is... Is it caught for real? Or is it intercepted? I can't quite tell. He might have caught that, dude. On what was basically a Hail Mary. I think the Rams caught it. We're waiting to see. We got to see a replay. You guys have to replay this. They have to replay this. BC, thank you so much, dude. Did he complete the catch? It looked like an incredible catch, in my opinion, but does he complete it? The 81 goes up. He's got it in his grip. I think he caught it. Wow. 3 defenders on him, and he still came down with it. 7 seconds left, no timeouts, enough time for 2 or maybe 3 shots at the end zone. This game just won't end. Stop my suffering. First and goal. Rams have it inside the 10. Come on, guys, please. First and goal. It's Stetson. Looking, fires, end zone. I think it's a touchdown, dude. Holy crap. I think the Rams just won. Holy crap. What an effort. That's insane. Would have loved to see a win. Gotta credit the Rams, man. That was insane. Holy cow. Well, there's a familiar feeling I never hoped to feel again.
Another lesson for the Chargers. Just swat it down and the game was over.
Just swat it down and the game was over. I feel like Nico played with a little bit too much space. You know what I mean? He was a little too off his coverage. And it definitely was felt there. Wow. A familiar, gross feeling. $10 holla, though, coming from Don. Thank you so much, dude. Here's the 2-point try. And it's going to be obviously short, but still leading by a point now with 5 seconds. This is over. That's insane that the Chargers lost this game. That's okay. We learned a lot of really good things this week, which is ultimately what you're hoping for. But a great effort on a lot of different players' parts that hopefully help us build a better roster this year, man. It feels like we're pretty deep in several areas. Katie with the $2 holla says, redeem yourselves versus the Chiefs as an Eagles fan. Yes, we are on a mission. We are on a mission. Man, that's 2 incredible catches back-to-back, too, that the Chargers let up. Oh, that's tough. That is really tough. The Hail Mary and the touchdown. Incredible. That's a learning lesson. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
When they go to Brazil, they better make a deal with a shaman to turn around any bad juju.
Yes, please. You guys remember the episode of oh my God, the show that Jim Harbaugh's obsessed with. Anyway, that episode, they take out the bad juju. They go out as a team and they figure out what the bad juju is. And they get rid of it. So the Chargers have 1 second left with a Hail Mary in front of them. Can Chase air it out that far? Maybe you get DJU to give that one time, right? Ted Lasso! How could I forget? Ted Lasso. Man, my brain's misfiring today, dude. Let's do that Ted Lasso episode and have fun with it. It's preseason. None of these guys starts in the field. We're fine. Yeah, this is, again, a preseason. It's incredible that the Rams won. Don't get me wrong. We're not going to take that away from them. But, like, it would have been nice to win, but it's not the biggest deal in the world to me. Because we saw some incredible things from players that are actually going to be playing this year. I think Trey Harris is probably the guy at the top that we're all thinking of, right? My drink became a sad drink. Rusty, don't worry about it, dude. Trey Lance has to find some time. I think he's going to get sacked. He pitches it. They're going to keep the game alive, kind of. Rocket Sanders has it. He'll get tackled, and that's going to end the game. GG's to the Rams, dude. That's crazy that they won that game. Absolutely crazy. But we learned some very valuable lessons from today's game. One, stay humble, stay ready, be diligent, create yourself a momentum to take into versus the Chiefs, because you're going to need it. A lot of the starters look pretty rusty, dude. You got to get everybody up to speed. Secondly, some of our starters, dude, that had a great day today. Holy crap. Trey Harris, Andre Lambert-Smith, running backs. I don't know, man. If there was a game to lose in that fashion, I'm glad it was a preseason game, and I'm glad that we learned a lot of the things that we did on this one. I mean, it sucks to lose, sure, but I'm not personally, I'm not too bothered by a preseason loss if that many good things happened along the way too, man. Well, guys, I'm going to jump over to Bleacher Report here in just a moment. I wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody, man. Today was absolutely awesome. So many great contributors to the super chats and the gifting subs, and just an all-around effort to help support my platform. I really do appreciate that, man. Don Clark coming in clutch as always. There was Yoshi, Envy Talent, Chronicles was in here earlier. BC was all over the place. We had Chase starting that train. Sarge, Elliott. We had Dressage Gal, Pork Chop. Thank you guys so much. The mods were in here too. You guys rock. Puzzles. It was a good time, man. Thank you, everybody. Creative King, Juan, I appreciate it immensely. Director's biggest fan with the tenor on the way out. We appreciate it too, my man. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this, dude. Really does truly mean a lot. Best gig I could have ever imagined for myself. And here we are in the preseason, seeing mad support from you guys and fun times with the Bolt fam and some big plays from the Chargers, who, again, every day that passes by, I get more and more excited for the actual season. The season is upon us, man, and we got some plays and some effort to look forward to from the starters. Omari and Hampton, the rookies look great. I'm stoked, dude. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. Huge nod to you guys, the mods, everybody. We'll see you here in Bleacher Report in just a little bit. Big love. If you guys are wondering how to access that, go to the Bleacher Report app, load up the Chargers section, and refresh it. I will be there in just a minute where you can catch the live stream. Big love, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.